Live from the Maverik Center in West Valley City, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey. As it's the middle of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Allen Americans. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. The Grizzlies are at Maverik Center as they take on the Allen Americans in the second of a three-game set. On Wednesday night, the Grizzlies got a 5-2 victory as Nathan Burke had 2 goals and 1 assist. Adam Berg and Mick Messner each had 1 goal and 1 assist, and Brandon Cutler added an empty netter. And Dante Januzzi got his first pro win as he stopped 34 of 36. Allen defenseman Nolan Orzek had both of the Americans' goals. Grizzlies have done a good job protecting home ice so far this season. They are 7-4 at home this year. Allen has actually been a better team on the road this year. They've got a record of 5-6-1 away from Credit Union of Texas Event Center. It's the third of 7 meetings this season between the clubs. Watch out for Mick Messner. He had the game winner on Wednesday night. He has 10 points in his last 12 games, 4 goals and 6 assists. Brett Stapley has been a consistent force for the Grizzlies so far this year. He has a point in 9 of his 12 games this year with the Grizz. He's got an AHL contract with the Colorado Eagles. And how about Nathan Burke? You know, the big performance on Wednesday night, 2 goals and 1 assist. He now leads the club with 7 goals and 13 points this year. Got a good goaltending matchup tonight. Dante Januzzi will make his 6th start, and he'll be starting his, I'd say, probably 5 of the last 6 games. Januzzi's been in net for the Grizz. He's been outstanding. Forget about the 1-4 record. He's got a .918 save percentage, and as we mentioned on Wednesday night, got his first pro win, and he was outstanding, stopping 34 of 36. For the Allen Americans, they're going to go with Mark Sinclair. Wednesday's goaltender, Levi Marilainen, was recalled to the AHL's Belleville Senators. It's an AFCU Friday where tickets start just $10 when you pay using your AFCU debit or credit card at the Maverik Center box office. So if you're in the West Valley area, come on down to Maverik Center and enjoy the middle game of this 3-game set. Here as the Grizzlies take on the heated rivals, the Allen Americans. And don't forget, tomorrow is going to be a must-see game as it's going to be the annual Teddy Bear Toss as well as Ugly Sweater Night. I still haven't found an ugly sweater for tomorrow, but I got a feeling I'm going to come up with a real beauty. The price tag I'm looking for is $10 or below. I'm not going to pay any more than $10 for an ugly sweater, and that's really the point of the whole thing. It's going to be a fun night here at Maverik Center as the Grizzlies take on the Americans in the last of a 3-game set. But we got tonight's game here, and there's a Grizzlies forward making his professional debut. We'll tell you who he is on the other side, and we'll also go over some of the hot performers for the Grizzlies over the last few weeks. We went over Messner, Stapley, and Burke. Those have been 3 standouts for the Grizzlies. Who else has stood out for the Grizz, and who's going to be on the blue line tonight? We'll get through all of that when we come back, as we're in business on a Friday night. As it's a Friday night here at Maverik Center. We'll come back and tell you who the newest member of the Grizzlies is on the other side. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Grizzlies are here at Maverik Center to take on the Allen Americans on a Friday night, second of a 3-game set. I'm Tyson Whiting, making his professional debut tonight. He was just signed by the Grizzlies yesterday. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, Marcinkevics, 12 letters to his last name. He is 22 years old. He played in 5 games with Michigan Tech University this season, where he scored 1 goal and 1 assist. Last season, he was a standout forward for Long Island University, scoring 27 points, 6 goals and 21 assists in 24 games. He will wear number 8 for the Grizzlies. If I remember right, that was Taryn Fizer's number last year. So there's been a lot of goals in that jersey and that number over the last few years. And we'll see what Patrick Marcinkiewicz does here tonight. Marcinkiewicz will be wearing number 8, and he's the newest member of the Grizzlies. Utah will be rolling with 11 forwards and 6 defensemen tonight. Really, since Mick Messner scored his first pro goal in Iowa on November 18th, he's certainly been a consistent force for the Grizzlies. He is a +6 in his last 12 games. He has 2 multiple-point games this season. And you think about Messner, he's been outstanding at Maverik Center. 8 of his 10 points this season have come at home. Nathan Burke, he leads the Grizzlies with 13 points this year, 7 goals and 6 assists. He's had a pretty good shooting percentage. The Grizzlies have a lot of guys that have got a pretty good quality of shot. Grizzlies don't necessarily take a high quantity, but Burke has certainly been solid for Utah. He leads the Grizz with a 15.6 shooting percentage. He has scored the first goal in the game twice this year. And speaking of that, everybody make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game. Who's scoring first for the Grizz tonight? I'm not sure I'm going to go with yet. I'll give you that a little bit later on in the pregame show. Brett Stapley's got a point in 9 of his 12 games for the Grizz. He has 3 multiple-point games. And think about here in the month of December, this is the 5th game for the Grizzlies in the month, and he has 4 assists in 4 games so far in December. Brian Yoon was solid in the month of November. He was a +6 in the month. Yoon's really been a solid performer in terms of the plus-minus category. He has only had a minus rating in 1 game this season. He scored his first 2 pro goals last week on the most recent road trip. Now, Kyle Mayhew has been solid all year. He is tied for 4th among all-league defensemen with 4 goals. He leads Grizzlies D-men with 10 points this season. Mayhew has an assist in 3 straight games and a point in 9 of 17 games this year. The Grizzlies captain, Josh Wesley, has taken 59 shots this year, which is tied for 3rd among all-league defensemen. Watch out for Cole Gallant. He has a point in 3 of his last 4 games. Gallant is a +3 in 4 games so far in December. Brandon Cutler scored that empty netter on Wednesday. It was kind of a reluctant goal scorer as he wanted Nathan Burke to complete the hat trick. But Cutler this year leads the Grizzlies with 2 game-winning goals. And he also is second on the club in shots on goal with 61. He is second on the team with 12 points this season, 5 goals and 7 assists. And in net for the Grizz tonight is Dante Januzzi. He will be starting his 5th game. He'll be starting Utah. Let's say that again. Over the last 6 games, with this being the 6th game, Januzzi has started 5 of them. He leads Utah with a .918 save percentage. The backup goaltender tonight is Jay Stevens for the 2nd straight game. And if Jay Stevens makes an appearance tonight, boy, we got a story that's going to go viral and then some. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here tonight as Grizzlies take on an Allen Americans team that is riddled with a ton of injuries. They've got a lot of scratches to their lineup, including the former Grizzly, Johnny Walker. Walker is out for the 2nd straight game, but they do have the reigning league MVP in Hank Crone. He's in the lineup. He's got 3 goals and 8 assists in 9 games. So watch out for Crone tonight. He'll be wearing number 67. Over the years, Colby McCauley has given the Grizzlies some fits. He has 12 points in 19 games. And the captain, Chris Milari, has 18 points in 19 games. But it was Nolan Orzek who scored both of Allen's goals. He scored 2 goals on Wednesday night. Orzek has 2 goals and 4 assists in 13 games. So obviously they're going to be looking for people to step up this evening. It's the Grizzlies and the Americans. And when we come back, we'll give you the lineups for both teams. This is the Grizzlies Radio Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverik, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. Let's get to the lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Allen Americans, who are led by head coach and general manager Chad Costello. It's his second year as head coach, and he was one of the best players in league history over the last decade. Aaron Gens is the assistant. Allen has a record of 6, 12, and 1 this year. They are 5, 6, and 1 on the road. They've really struggled at home, where they are just 1 and 6. Starting in net, wearing number 31 is Mark Sinclair. He is 6 feet and 180 pounds. In 10 games this year, he's got a 4-6 record with a 4.33 goals against average and even 900 save percentage. Allen has allowed a ton of shots per game this year, 43.8 shots allowed per game against the Allen Americans. They take 29.4. Allen has been a decent team offensively, scoring 3.1 goals per game. They allow 4.6. But one strong suit to the Americans club has been their power play, where they are 24.3%. And over the last 5 games, they have 6 power play goals. Starting defensive pairing, Eric Williams, a former Grizzly who played with Utah in the 2019-2020 season. He is 6'1" and 200 pounds. He has 1 goal and 6 assists and a -14 rating in 19 games. He'll be paired up with Andrew Jarvis, wearing number 28. Jarvis, 5'8" and 178 pounds. He is scoreless in 8 games this season. Starting forwards, Gavin Gould, wearing number 11. It's his second game of the season for Allen. He previously played with Wichita, was a free agent, and Allen and the Americans picked him up just a couple days ago, and he made his first appearance in an Allen uniform on Wednesday night, but he did previously play with Allen last season. Brandon Puricelli has 3 goals and 6 assists in 19 games. He'll be starting out the forward spot wearing number 9. Spencer Asachuk, 6'6" and 230 pounds. He's got an A on his sweater, 4 assists in 17 games. It's the Americans' 20th game this season, and yet there are only a handful of players who have appeared in every game. The Allen captain is Chris Malari, who started his pro career with Utah in the 2020-21 season. He has 5 goals and 13 assists in 19 games. He's been one of the best defensemen in the league. He'll be wearing the captain's C. He's played in all 20, including tonight. Brandon Puricelli is making his 20th appearance this season. So is Eric Williams and Colby McCauley. That's right. The Americans only have 4 players who have appeared in every game this season, and we're only at the quarter point of the year. So Allen has had a ton of injuries, including some key ones to forwards like Colton Hargrove, Liam Finley, John Walker, Mikko Roby is probably going to be out February. They're hoping next week to get Ryan Gagnon, the talented defenseman, back, but it's really been a tough stretch for the Americans in the Mountain Division. And now for the starting lineup for the Utah Grizzlies, led by third-year head coach Ryan Kanasowicz. This year, 7-4. As we said before, Dante Januzzi gets the start in net for the Grizz. It's his 6th appearance as a pro. He's got a record of 1-4. He picked up his first professional win on Wednesday, stopping 34 of 36. He has a 2.64 goals against average and 918 save percentage. Januzzi was a winner in the WHL, where he had a record of 59, 32, and 10 in 5 seasons. He is 21 years old. He's listed at 6'1" and 190 pounds. The backup goaltender wearing number 30 is Jay Stevens. And as we mentioned before, if Jay Stevens makes an appearance tonight, we've got ourselves quite the story. As I'm not sure what his real age is. I think he's probably around 50 years old. Starting defensive pairing, Brian Yoon, who leads the Grizzlies with a +6 rating, 2 goals and 6 assists in 17 games. He'll be wearing number 4. Last year he was the captain at Colorado College. He'll be paired up with Corey Thomas, the big 6'5", 210-pound defenseman. Thomas has 1 assist in 10 games. He'll be wearing number 44. The other defensemen expected to see action tonight include Kyle Mayhew, who has 10 points in 17 games. The captain, Josh Wesley, has 3 goals and 5 assists in 17 games. Keone Teixeira, who's got an A on his sweater. Teixeira, 1 goal and 5 assists in 17 games. He had 1 assist on Wednesday night. And we will also see Jacob Semick in there, the Arizona State product. Semick is 6 feet and 188 pounds. Starting forwards for the Grizz, Brett Stapley. He's been a consistent force, point in 9 of his 12 games. He's got 12 points in 12 games, 3 goals, 9 assists, and a +1 rating. Stapley's in his second year as a pro out of the University of Denver. Nathan Burke leads the Grizzlies with 7 goals and 13 points this year. Burke is in the Grizzlies starting lineup wearing number 24. He's in his first full season as a pro out of Bowling Green State University. He's also starting for Utah in 17 games. He has 3 goals and 4 assists. He's got an assist in 3 of his last 4 games. Grizzlies waving the flag at center ice. Utah is wearing a black jersey with white numbers and professional green trim. Tomorrow night, the Grizzlies are going to be wearing ugly sweater specialty jerseys that you can bid on the Dash Auction app. You can actually get those game-worn jerseys. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun with ugly sweater night as well as the teddy bear toss. Here, tickets UtahGrizzlies.com is it's expected to be a packed house here at Maverik Center. We got some business here tonight as the crowd's still filing in here on a Friday night. The other forwards, Marcin Kevics, will be making his pro debut wearing number 8. He's listed at 5'9" and 160 pounds. Dina Kriz in there for Utah wearing number 5. Mick Messner with 10 points in his last 12 games. In the makes Utah. He had 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. Aragon will be wearing number 50. Looks like Tyler Penner's in there because, of course, he's in there. The Grizzlies Iron Man has 1 goal in 17 games. Penner and Teixeira have the A's on their sweater. Josh Wesley's the Grizzlies captain. At the school game, Dakota Raby. I think Raby's going to be outstanding tonight. He has 1 goal and 4 assists in 14 games. Brandon Cutler, watch out for him. 12 points in 17 games. It's the Grizzlies and the Americans. Allen wearing a white jersey with red numbers, red on the shoulders, white numbers, and professional green trim. Crowd still filing in here on a Friday night. If you're in the West Valley area, come on down.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverik, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Expectations here will always remain high, and we'll continue to find a way.
Guys put together a lot of good games, you know.
It's a great night for hockey as 2 big standings points are on the line as the Grizzlies take on the Allen Americans in the second of a 3-game set. Utah's been a pretty good team at home this season. They've got a record of 7-4 at Maverik Center. Allen's been much better on the road with a record of 7-6-1. Interesting goaltending matchup tonight. Dante Januzzi makes his 6th start. He is backed up by Jay Stevens. Trent Miner currently in the AHL with the Colorado Eagles, and Garrett Metcalf nursing an injury. In net for the Allen Americans is Mark Sinclair, who's wearing number 30. wearing number 31. Sinclair, 6 feet, 180 pounds. He's got a record of 4-6 with a 4.33 goals against average and 900 save percentage. Starting lineups once again for the Grizz. It's going to be Brett Stapley, Nathan Burke, and Cole Gallant. Starting defensive pairing is Brian Yoon and Corey Thomas. For the Allen Americans, they've got Gavin Gould, Brandon Puricelli, and Spencer Asachuk up as their starting forwards. Andrew Jarvis and Eric Williams, the starting defensive pairing. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will be making his professional debut wearing number 8 for the Grizzlies, so we'll watch out for him. I think he's going to be lined up next to Brandon Cutler all night, so he'll get some good ice time, and we'll see him out there wearing number 8, making his pro debut. He previously played in 5 games with Michigan Tech University. 2 referees tonight, John Lindner and Nolan Bloyer. The linesmen are Craig Peterson and Andrew Collins. Friday night crowd filing in here. Don't forget, it's going to be the annual Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night on Saturday. Grizzlies going to be skating from our right to our left as we see it from high top section 114. Allen will be skating from left to right. Stapley will take the draw against Spencer Asachuk. As referee drops the puck and we're underway, Allen wins the draw. They're back in their own end as they move it to Puricelli, who gets it to Asachuk, who slices it in. Yoon chases after it near circle. He gets it to Nathan Burke. Burke over in the corner gets a poke by Asachuk. We get a whistle, and we get our first penalty of the game 12 seconds in. It's going to be a hook. Who's it going to be on? It's going to be on the Americans. Gavin Gould gets 2 minutes for hooking, 12 seconds into the game. So the Grizz power play goes to work. Utah this season is 18.8% on the power play. And with an extra referee out there tonight, maybe we'll see some more power plays on both sides. So Gavin Gould's in the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cells, first penalty of the season. Stapley will take the draw. Mick Messner's out there along with Brandon Cutler. Up top is Josh Wesley and Kyle Mayhew. So already our first line change of the game. Grizzlies win the draw. Wesley high slot over to Mayhew right side. Back to Wesley. One-timer. Kick saved by Sinclair. Puck ricochets towards the near wing boards. Allen gets it, and Chris Mallory clears it out. Januzzi over to Mayhew. Skates down the middle. Mayhew back at his blue line. Drops it off for Stapley. Stapley around center ice as he crosses the red line. Right wing. He gets over to Wesley. Back to Stapley, who couldn't reach it. He gets it along the end wall, far side. Stapley back up top for Mayhew, right point. Back to Stapley, who skates towards the right circle. Stapley throws to the far goal line. Now back to Stapley from Messner. Stapley drops it off for Cutler, right circle. Cutler skates towards the circle. He's now at the right dot. Lefty shot is blocked. Messner far goal line looked for a backhand shot. Mallory blocked it. Mallory battles with Messner. Cutler falls down. Puck goes back to the right side. Mayhew has it at the point. Across to Wesley. Left circle. Wesley with a shot. Oh, and it hits the post and goes out of play off the protective netting. Boy, Wesley missed it by that much, as Maxwell Smart would say, as he tried to go stick side on Sinclair. And you can hear the ping from just about west, about the Kearns area. I don't know. You could have heard it from Kearns. Everybody make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game. As Dude's going to score first for Utah. I'm going with Dakota Raby. Nathan Burke's out there after the Grizz made a line change. Raby's on the right wing. Teixeira up top. And on the back end is Cole Gallant and Brian Yoon. 1:01 left in the Grizzlies' first power play of the game as Gavin Gould got called for a hooking minor 12 seconds in. As a draw won by the Grizzlies. Raby skates towards the left point. Now he feeds to Gallant, who skates towards his right. Drops it off for Teixeira. Back to Gallant, who skates towards his left. Gallant fakes a shot now, glides towards his right, and slides to Teixeira. Left side, Teixeira lefty shot goes wide. Sinclair looked like he didn't see it. Yoon over to Raby, right side. Raby fires it off the end boards as it goes towards Allen. Sabrango throws to the right side. Yoon keeps it in. He gets to Raby, throws it back to Yoon. Yoon to Gallant, who skates towards his left. Gallant backhands a pass out to Teixeira, back to Gallant, who slides it across to Yoon. Yoon centers to Raby. It flies off his stick and off the glass. Teixeira throws to Gallant, but the pass is wide to the mark. Grizzlies reset back in their own end. Allen sneaks in a line change. 15 seconds and counting left in the power play. 2 minutes in, still no score. Grizz have taken 2 shots. Allen's yet to take one. Teixeira near wing pass to Raby, who crosses center ice. Raby dumps it in. He gets hit by Justin Allen. As the Americans are back at full strength, as Gould is out of the box, he joins the play. As the Grizz in the offensive zone, Raby drops it off for Teixeira. Teixeira centers to Burke. It lifted over his stick. Allen bounces it back to center ice. Gould crosses center, and he'll lift it in as he gets off the ice after an abbreviated shift as Corey Thomas gets blasted by Colby McCauley as the glass sways back and forth in the near corner deep in the Grizzlies zone. Hank Crone, last year's MVP, throws it up top as Nolan Orzek had 2 goals on Wednesday night, throws to the far side, picked off by Mayhew, who gets to Semick, who will tap it off the near glass. It goes behind Orzek, who hustles after it. Orzek back to Hank Crone near side. Allen skates from left to right, about 3 minutes in, still no score. Allen's yet to take a shot as Crone will dance around to neutralize. So drop it off for Orzek. Orzek, left wing pass. Allen crosses center, and they drive it in. Januzzi lets it go towards the near wing boards. Penner chips it ahead on one hand. Over to Adam Berg. Berg shot, save. Penner rebound shot. He battles. Sinclair makes a save. Mayhew, right side, skates towards the corner. Mayhew along the goal line. Now he's around the net. Mayhew near side as he gets double teamed. Now Mayhew spins along the wall towards the far side. Marcinkiewicz in his first shift as a pro gets up top to Wesley. Righty shot. And it's blocked out in front by Malari, who lifts it high into the air. Actually, it was blocked by number 14, Jordan Ty Fournier. Allen enters the zone. Provost backhand shot, and it goes wide. As looked like more of a centering pass out in front, and Crone's shot missed. Didn't miss by much, though, as Berg gets hit by Fournier. Both guys wear number 14. Allen has it back at their blue line as they get it to Eric Williams. Right wing pass to Provost, as Provost has a glance off his stick and flies into the Grizzlies zone. Januzzi over to Mayhew. Now Aaron Aragon ices it. Messner skates over there, no icing. Messner gets blasted by Andrew Jarvis behind the Allen net. As Williams skates towards the far side, he chips it ahead. It ricochets off the far boards. Yoon taps it to the corner as Williams will bounce it off a Grizzly, and that's Mick Messner. As Aragon gets blasted by Jarvis, who's been physical this shift. Provost battles with Thomas. Messner over to Aragon. Aragon gets pushed by Jarvis. Now Messner gets it, wrap around, out in front, saved by Sinclair. As Messner gets dumped, as Williams tries to locate the puck. Now he does on the far side. Allen backhands it deep in the Grizzlies zone. Saucers deep in Utah's end, and icing is on the Americans. Fans wanted a penalty as Sinclair used his stick. A couple frustrated Americans. They wanted their first power play of the game, but will continue to skate 5-on-5. Utah's taking the first 6 shots of the contest. We mentioned Allen allows a ton of shots, 43.8 shots per game so far this season. Draw's going to be in the far circle. We're still early on, so grab some chips and dip and a beverage of your choice and enjoy a little bit of Friday with us. Stapley will take the draw out there with Gallant and Burke. The defensive pairing is Teixeira and Semick. Still early on. Fans still filing in here, 4.5 minutes in. There's a draw won by Allen as Stapley got hit after winning the faceoff. Actually lost that one as Puricelli gets hit by Stapley. Puricelli will move it out to center ice. Semick gathers it, throws to Burke, who crosses center. Puricelli took it away. Puricelli played his college hockey at Lake Superior State. He dumps it in deep. Puricelli blasts Semick along the glass. Burke with an outlet pass to center, right side. Stapley gains center ice. He dumps it in. Gallant chases after. He gets in the far corner. He skates around Allen's net and gets poked away by Joe Gettenby, the former Fort Wayne Comet. Right wing pass towards Crone across the center. He dumps it in. Puricelli comes off as the Americans will change up forwards. As Utah moves it ahead to center ice, Gallant gets tripped up. It looked like he got tripped up by the linesman who was trying to get out of the way. Rink-wide pass to Crone. He crosses center and lifts it in as Wesley chases after it near corner deep in the Grizzlies zone. Has played more physical here than it was on Wednesday. Mayhew crosses center ice left wing. He flies into the zone, drops it off for Cutler. Cutler skates towards his right. Now Cutler's in the right point as he gets it towards Raby. Raby, right wing, lefty shot. Saved by Sinclair. Marcinkiewicz feeds it to the left point, and it's picked off by the Americans. As they try to get it to Crone. Crone's on the right side. Wesley took it away. The Grizzlies captain's been active here so far. Wesley gets the center ice and one-hands it. Now he gathers it off of Fournier. Fournier pushes Wesley as he was dumping it in. Puck deep in the American zone. 6 minutes in. Still no score. Grizzlies have outshot the Americans 7-0. As right wing pass to Orzek. He flies across center ice. Moves ahead to Shreddle. Shreddle enters. Skates towards the right side. Righty shot goes wide on the low liner. Puck glides along the far wing boards. It's at the Allen blue line where it's gathered by Donovan Sabrango, who previously played in the AHL with Belleville. He was just sent down Wednesday. Grizzlies dump it in. Problem, Yoon did it from his own territory, and the Grizz are called for icing with 13:29 left in the first. Utah got the victory 5-2 on Wednesday night, where Nathan Burke starred. Yes, he scored 2 goals and 1 assist. Nick Messner and Adam Burke each had 1 goal and 1 assist. Penner will take the draw against Spencer Asachuk, who's the longest tenured Allen American, probably in history. He's been there just about as long as the franchise. Penner, the Grizzlies Iron Man, hasn't missed a game since joining the Grizzlies. He started the 2021-22 season. Penner, third-year pro out of Colgate. Asachuk kicked out of the circle. Gavin Gould will take the draw. Gould got a penalty 12 seconds into the game, but there's still no score. Allen wins the draw. They skate around Januzzi's net. Now they reverse it back to the far side. Left wing, righty shot is blocked by Penner's stick. Puck towards the right side. Corey Thomas in the corner. He's battling with Gould. Thomas has a big size advantage as he gets to Hume, who skates around Utah's net. Now back to Thomas in the near corner. Now he starts the attack. Rink-wide pass to Messner. He gets it at the Allen blue line and backhands it in. Penner chases after it. He collides along the glass. Demon pushed him in. Demon wearing number 5. As Messner, left side, drops off for Semick near goal line. Back to Berg. Berg, left side, shot, blocked by Jarvis. Berg gets it back. He gets it to Teixeira, left point. Teixeira throws it back to the corner that Messner vacated. Behind the net, Berg gets pushed. Berg wearing number 14. He was number 39 with Cincinnati 8 games earlier this year. Teixeira gets pushed along the near boards. 7.5 minutes in. Teixeira skates towards the left point. Messner wraps it around the wall. As the puck goes towards Semick, he gets it from Penner. Semick backhands it off an American. Messner far side over to Berg. Berg, right circle. And so far lefty shot. Saved by Sinclair. Rebound goes towards the near boards. Puricelli clears it out to center. Dean Yakura in his first shift of the game. Back to Teixeira. Teixeira holds on to the puck roll. Both teams make a line change. He drops off for Cutler, who crosses center ice, now into the zone with ease. Aragon throws it back towards Cutler, passes wide of the mark as ricochets off the end boards. Shot by Wesley from the right side, saved by Sinclair. As Cutler behind the net battles with Demon. Aragon gets pushed by Justin Allen, who's acting as a forward tonight. As it gets to the left side, Yakura tried to center it, and it got lifted off of Williams' stick. As Allen gets it, they spread the ice. Americans carry it to neutralize. Fans take up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Crone skates down the middle. Lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi as it bounced off his glove, and it goes to the near side. Allen gets it back up top, but the pass is wide of Malari, and it goes all the way to Sinclair. Gets it back to Malari, who's behind Allen's net. The Americans spread the ice again. They took their first shot. They've now been outshot 9-1. Grizz have the edge, but there's still no score. Crone enters. He feeds it to the left side as Colby McCauley bobbles the puck, but he keeps it in. McCauley, right wing, lefty shot, saved by Januzzi. Puck pinballs out there, right side. Williams shot, and the blocker saved by Januzzi. Bouncing puck. Allen gets their stick held up by Stapley. No call by either referee. Out to the left circle, shot, saved by Januzzi. That was taken by McCauley. As Yoon moves it ahead. Stapley crosses center, trying to get to Gallant. It's picked off by Malari. Allen makes a line change. Crone with the puck. He skates towards the left side. Teixeira took it away. He feeds it to Burke at the center ice logo. Burke veers off to the right. Now gets to Semick down the middle. Lefty shot is blocked. Puck goes to Gallant. Back to the right side. Wutzheimer, saved by Sinclair. As that was a blast by Burke. Sinclair's looked good so far. Up ahead, long-range pass connects. Brodzinski, right side, takes a shot and he scores. Easton Brodzinski got a long-range pass, skated towards the right circle, and fired it over the right shoulder of Januzzi. And with 10:24 left in the first, the Americans have drawn first blood. Brodzinski gets his first goal of the season. This is his 15th game. As the long-range pass connected, Brodzinski was on the right side, caught it about the Utah blue line, and skated the rest of the way. Brodzinski last year played with the Jacksonville Icemen. He had 8 goals in 45 games of Jacksonville last year. 1-0 Americans, even though the Grizz have outshot them 10-4. Wesley moves it ahead. Puck bounced off of Marcin Kivitz. Marcin Kivitz in his pro debut as Allen back deep in their own end. As they get it to Joe Gattenby as he'll feed it ahead. Allen still in their own zone. Now they're across to neutralize. So move it ahead to Fournier. It tapped off his stick. Wesley gets it at his blue line. As he'll move it out to center ice. And it's poked away by Asachuk back to Wesley, who throws it to neutralize. Allen slices it back in. It bounced off one of the referees. Mayhew chases after it. He skates behind Utah's net and stops behind Januzzi. Now a near wing pass to Cutler, who carries it out to center ice. Cutler ahead towards Marcin Kivitz, who skates down the middle. He bobbles the puck, and Orzek took it away from him. Orzek over to Puricelli near side. Halfway through the first period, Allen leads 1-0. Puricelli gains the line, bobbles the puck. He avoids a check of Thomas. Thomas gets it, but Puricelli took it away from him. He feeds it to the left corner. Gould gets there before Penner. Gould back towards Puricelli, passes wide of the mark. It goes to the high slot. Allen keeps it in. Right wing pass to Orszak. He fumbles it. Raby ahead. Marcinkiewicz chases after. He's got good speed. As Maverik with a stick check challenges Marcinkiewicz, who skates around Allen's net. He gets up top to Thomas. Thomas left wing, lefty shot. Is blocked by an American in Ty Fournier. Make that Orszak. Orszak gets to center ice. He doesn't have numbers. Raby battling towards his shoulder. Raby took it away from him. Yoon over to Thomas. The Grizzlies looking to tie it up. Thomas ahead towards Penner. It tapped off his stick and goes in deep. Berg with speed. Collides with Eric Williams. As the Americans get it to Hank Crone left side. He saucers one to the right. Allen crosses center. McCauley enters the zone. Stops in the right point. I try to find a cutting Crone. The mat passes wide of the mark as Berg gathers it. Berg gets blasted up high. That's going to be a penalty. Colby McCauley hit Adam Berg up high. Allen touches it up. Elbowing is going to be the call. And Colby McCauley is Berg on two knees. He gets back to his feet. McCauley argues the call, but it was a pretty easy one to make. Elbowing's the call. Grizzlies are going to be on the power play when we come back. 8:31 left in the first as Easton Brzezinski scored 9:36 in with the assist to Jordan Ty Fournier. Allen 1, Utah 0 halfway through the first period on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverik, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Colby McCauley gets 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of penalty 11:29 into the contest. Allen leads 1-0 as the fan holds up a sign, and Colby McCauley apparently is on the naughty list. Oh no, he's going to get a lump of coal in his stocking on Christmas. Stapley will take the draw. He's out there with Messner and Cutler. Up top is Mayhew Wesley. As Utah wins the draw, Mayhew, high slot, lefty shot. He got redirected by Messner and goes wide. As Eric Williams moves it ahead, Matthew Shreddle. Shreddle, fifth team in this league. He crosses center ice and chips it in and chases after it. Mayhew gets there first, so Shreddle will retreat defensively. Grizz skate from right to left in the first period as Mayhew gets to neutralize slowly. As he gets to center, drops it off for Cutler. Cutler with momentum, crosses center ice. He enters the zone with speed. Cutler stops before he gets to the corner. Fumbles the puck. Mallory pokes it over to Mayhew. Keeps it in left side. Over to Wesley. Back to Mayhew. Over to Wesley right side. Wesley fakes a shot. Now he throws to the far goal line for Messner. Bounced over his stick. Allen gets it. They throw it to Ty Fournier. He's already got an assist tonight. He lifts it high into the air as it bounces in the near side. Januzzi lets it go to the corner as it's in the restricted area. As Teixeira will take it. Grizz make a quick line change. Teixeira and Yoon out there as Teixeira skates down the middle. He moves it to center ice for Gallant, who crosses center of speed. Over to Yoon, right circle, back to Gallant. Gallant has the puck bobble off his stick. As it goes to the near corner, Teixeira around the net, cut off by an American. Raby took it away from him. Right side, Yoon, over to Gallant, left side. Gallant to Teixeira. Teixeira over to Burke around the Allen net. He skates to the far side. Burke over to Gallant. Teixeira left circle, lefty shot. Saved by Sinclair. Rebound goes to the near corner. Teixeira battles with Gould. As Gould lifts Teixeira's stick, he gets it back. Throws it to Gallant. It gets poked away. Allen's got a breakaway. Hank Crone skates to the right circle. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi. Rebound by Gould. He overskates the puck. Grizz come back the other way. Burke crosses center. He gains the line 3-on-2. Burke around the net. He's got good speed. Burke on the right side. Now he's in the right circle. Drops it off for Mayhew. Mayhew lost the puck. Allen gets it. Then Gavin Gould clears it out. Like puck playing a little bit of tricks on the Grizzlies here so far. As the power play is over, McCauley's out of the box, and the Grizzlies 0 for 1 on the power play. Mayhew over to Yakura, who gets blasted. Allen lifts it in the air as the Grizzlies chase after it. As Wesley gets the bobbling puck in the Grizzlies zone, he'll throw it off the near wing boards to Aragon. It goes over a stick. Aragon enters and feeds it to the near corner and chases after it. Deming gets hit by Aragon. Marcinkiewicz over there. He's wearing number 8. He gets the curl left circle, bounced off his stick. The Americans clear it out to center. Puck wobbles outside. Wesley gathers it, and he'll fire it back in as he's at the end of his shift and comes off. And we get a whistle. Let's see, Grizzlies were in the middle of the line change. He dumped it in. Grizzlies were offside. Timeout on the ice, 5:59 left in the first. It's still Allen 1, Utah nothing on the Grizzlies Hockey Network. Welcome back to Maverik Center. 5 minutes, 59 seconds left in the first. Allen leads 1-0 as Easton Brodzinski got his first of the year, 9:36 in, with Jordan Ty Fournier getting the assists. This broadcast is presented by Rio Tinto Kennecott, producing premier American copper and proudly celebrating 120 years of operations in the Utah community. Grizzlies hockey also brought to you by Mountain Land Supply Company, as well as Coca-Cola, where real magic is only a sip away. Draw's going to be at center ice after the Grizzlies were called offside. Dean Yakura will take the draw against Jordan Ty Fournier. Allen leads 1-0 as Utah wins the draw. Corey Thomas gets to center ice, and he spins it along the boards. Marcin Kevitz gets it. He slides to Aragon, right circle. Backhand shot is blocked by Fournier, who's been very active in this first period. His brother Stefan Fournier is a former American. Allen moves it ahead. Fournier couldn't get a piece of it, and it's going to be icing on Allen. Boy, the puck is playing a lot of tricks here, and it seems like it's been kind of a weird start to this one as the fans still filing in here. And it's just one of those things that's just kind of a bit of an awkward beginning to this contest. Grizzlies have outshot the Americans 11-5, but it's Allen with a 1-0 lead. Penner will take the draw against Fournier, who's been very active here so far. Draw won by Fournier and the Americans. Orzek slides to Mallory, who skates to the near side. Now he backhands a pass. Puck rolls on its side as Fournier couldn't reach it. Yoon will tap it off the far wing boards, off the Smith sign, as Berg gets it. Adam Berg to the far goal line. Backhand shot hits the side of the net. Berg carries it towards the left point and loses it. Matthew Shreddle slides it to neutral ice. Fournier gets it. Left wing pass to Provost, who skates towards the left circle. Lefty shot saved by Januzzi. Puck rolls towards Mallory, who gets it in the right point. Fourth-year pro out of Penn State. Fires a lefty shot. It gets redirected and goes wide. Fournier feeds it towards the net. Provost shot saved by Januzzi. Rebound goes to Penner. Penner crosses center ice. He enters the zone. 3-on-3. Penner feeds over to the right side. Oh, it's Semick with a one-timer, and it gets blocked. Allen comes back the other way, skating from left to right. Provost enters. They have a 4-on-2. Allen gets to Provost, take a shot, and he scores. Grizzlies didn't get back defensively, and Provost had a wide open look from the left circle and fired a one-timer past Januzzi, and it's now a 2-0 game. Yeah, it was kind of a give and go. Provost fed it to a guy over in the far circle and got it back, and the Americans came to play here in the first frame. Draw's going to be at center ice. Like we said, the vibes in the building kind of feel a little bit odd right now, as the Americans have a 2-0 lead. Draw won by the Grizz. Mayhew over to Wesley. Utah trying to climb back in this one. Stapley gets hit and loses the puck. Allen gets to center ice and fires it in as it ricochets off the near corner on 2 hops to the ice. Mayhew over to Wesley. The Grizzlies captain slides the head to Galana, gets poked away. As Hank Crone, far corner, gets the centering pass out to McCauley. Take a shot, and Burke gets a stick in the way. Otherwise, it could have been 3-0. Burke gets the puck. He crosses center. 3-on-3. Burke enters the zone as he gets hit by the former Grizzly Eric Williams. As behind the net, McCauley pushes Stapley. Stapley's been a strong performer. Allen comes away with the puck as the Americans have done a good job winning the 50-50 pucks. The Americans have been very active on the defensive end. Right wing pass to Williams, who crosses center ice, gets around Mayhew. Wesley Williams played his college hockey at Northeastern. Cutler crosses center ice. He gains the line, right point, stops, gets to Marcin Kevitz, who skates down the middle. Makes a nice move around Crone. He gets poked away, though. As the arm is raised, penalty is going to be on Allen. Delayed penalty. Cutler skates towards his right. He feeds it to the point for Yoon. Back to Cutler, who's now in the far corner. Cutler around the net. Taking it away is Asachuk, who I thought touched it up, but we play on. Yoon over to Thomas. Back down the middle for Stapley. Over to the right side for Marcinkiewicz. Lefty shot. And it's blocked away by an Allen stick and flies out of play. As Allen gets called for a penalty, Grizzlies will be on the power play for the third time tonight. Hank Crone, last year's MVP, 49 goals in 69 games, goes to the box. 2 minutes for slashing. The Allen goal was scored 15-12 in. That made it a 2-0 game. It was William Provost with Donovan Sabrango getting the assist. Sabrango had a give and go with Provost as Provost got to Sabrango, then back to Provost for the goal. Hank Crone was going for the puck and slashed Brandon Cutler. That's where the call was made. So Cutler's hustle draws a penalty. Let's see if the Grizzlies can get something on the power play. They're 18.8% this season coming into play. Stapley will take the draw against Asachuk. Draw's going to be in the far circle. Face-off won by the Americans. They skate from left to right as Fournier has been very active. Flips it in deep as ricochets off the far corner. Mayhew skates around his net. But Fournier's been about as good as any Allen player here so far. Mayhew crosses center. He throws it in. Sinclair out of his net will clear it back out. Puck bounces and skips towards Januzzi. He gathers it just in front of the crease near side and gets to Cutler, who skates around Utah's net. About 3 minutes left in the first period and 1:30 left in the Grizzlies' power play. Allen leads 2-0. Mayhew gets to neutralize, throws it to Cutler, gets to center ice, back to Messner, who dumps it in from the Allen blue line. It's gathered by the Americans who spin it back out. Januzzi back behind his net, gathers the puck, chasing after its goal. Januzzi feeds to the far side. Mayhew back behind Januzzi's net. Now he skates down the middle. Drops it off for Teixeira as Mayhew will exit. So will Stapley, who slams the stick on the ice in frustration. Burke, right side, gains the line. As he bounces it off Asachuk, it goes off the backboard. Gattenby collides with Burke. Sabrango over there. He's a big guy, Sabrango. We get a whistle. And it looked like an Allen player went down in Gattenby, and a penalty's called. Fans don't like it, but it looks like Dakota Raby is skating towards the Rogers and Russell Legal Solutions holding cell. He gets 2 minutes for tripping. Raby points to the video board and says, "Look at the replay. I didn't touch him." There's the replay right there. Raby says, "Look at it." Raby got a stick in the area, and yeah, he did trip him up. You know, unfortunately for Dakota Raby, the video board kind of confirmed the call. He did trip him up. We're going to skate 4-on-4 for 50 seconds, and then Allen will have a power play after that. Grizz win the draw as they go to Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz, a guy that could be pretty good in open ice. Over to Cutler, who gets to neutral ice. Cutler gains center and dumps it in as Cutler gets blasted by Brandon Puricelli. Even the Grizzlies fans had to ooh and ah there. As Cutler's got some snow on his pants. Williams over to Provost across the center. He skates down the middle, enters his zone. Lefty shot is blocked by Yoon. Puricelli loses it as Thomas over to Yoon, back to Cutler, who's on the near side. Cutler chips it across to Thomas, who gets to center ice. Thomas, 1-on-4, enters the zone. Grizzlies change up behind him. Thomas around the net. He gets hit. Marcinkiewicz joins the play, gets pushed by Williams. Allen comes out of the pile with the puck. Crone is coming out of the penalty box right now. The Americans will start a power play. Marcinkiewicz gets it, his pro debut. He throws it behind his back for Mayhew, who slides to the far side. Wesley over to Marcinkiewicz, who gains center ice. Now he dumps it in, or he gets it in. Over to Wesley, shot. And it's blocked by an Allen stick, and that's Justin Allen as it flies out of play. Marcinkiewicz really isn't a big guy, listed at 5'9". He might be 5'6" or 5'7", but it does look like he has great speed. If he gets the puck in open ice, I'm really intrigued to see what he can do with it. Raby's tripping penalty came 17:35 into the first. There's 1:21 left in the first. Allen leads 2-0. Grizzlies took the first 9 shots of the game. Allen has taken 8 of the last 10. As Allen has 8 shots on goal. Grizzlies win the draw. They throw it around the boards. Orzak cuts it off behind Allen's net, and he kicks it to Mallory. Chris Mallory slowly gets out to neutral ice, drops off for Hank Crone. Crone's got great speed, feeds a pass across to Orzak, who skates down the middle. Orzak gets poked away by Mayhew, and Orzak hustles over to get it on the left far side. It's a puck played with a high stick. No call. Mallory throws to the high slot for Orzak. Back to Crone, left side, fires a slap shot. That's blocked by Wesley. Orzek near corner. Less than a minute left in the period. Over to Maverik. High slot. Shot is blocked by Wesley, and Wesley dives and clears it out. Great job by the Grizzlies captain. 12 seconds left in the power play. 35 seconds left in the period. As Allen resets, Maverik crosses center ice. As he gains the line, gears off to the right. Maverik stops along the near boards, gets up top for Provost. Provost fires it towards net. Oh, got redirected, goes, and Januzzi made the save. While Provost was in the high slot, got to the left side, it bounced off an Allen stick towards the net. Januzzi made a nice save on the crafty play by Allen. 23.5 seconds left in the first. Americans lead 2-0. As I mentioned before, it kind of feels like the vibes in the building are a little bit odd here so far. Allen's up to 9 shots, Grizzlies with 11. As puck goes deep in the Allen zone after the faceoff. As Sabrango chases after it. He gets hit by Aragon. As now Sabrango gets it. He'll move it ahead to Gavin Gould. Far side, he enters the zone. Gould, starting pass, shot. And it's blocked away. Great defensive work by Jacob Semick. As 2 seconds left in the period, Allen tried to find a cutter out in front. And the pass goes wide of Gould. And that will do it for 20 minutes here at Maverik Center. As the Americans scored twice, Utah still has yet to find the back of the net. Allen scored 9:36 in, as Easton Brodzinski got his first of the year, with Jordan Ty Fournier getting the assists. And then Allen extended the lead, 15-12 in, as William Provost got his third of the year. It's his 9th game of the season, with the assist going to Donovan Sabrango. So both teams head to their respective locker rooms. Allen did a great job defensively, talking about a team that allows a ton of shots, but Allen only allowed 11 in the first period, and only 2 of them, I believe, in the second half of the frame, as the Grizzlies took the first 9 shots of the game. So the Grizzlies will head to the locker room and regroup and see if they can cut into the Allen lead. We'll recap the first period when we come back. Once again, the score after 20 minutes of play, it's the Allen Americans 2 and the Utah Grizzlies 0. This is the Grizzlies Radio Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
First intermission here at Maverik Center, and the Allen Americans have a 2-0 lead. As I mentioned before, Easton Brodzinski got his first of the year, 9:36 in to break the ties. Jordan Ty Fournier was deep in his own zone, just fired a long-range pass towards the right point. Brodzinski got it about the Utah blue line and then skated to the right circle and fired a shot over the right shoulder of Dante Januzzi. Fournier with the outlet pass, he gets an assist, and it turned out to be his third of the year. You talk about Allen forwards that played outstanding in the first period. Jordan Ty Fournier was certainly a strong two-way star. The Americans made it 2-0 as William Provost was on a give and go with Donovan Sabrango. It was Provost down the middle over to Sabrango in the left circle, back to Provost. And Provost fired away with a lot of velocity on a shot that went past Dante Januzzi. And that made it a 2-0 game, and that's where we stand now. Utah took the first 9 shots of the contest, coming, I think, in probably about the first 5 minutes. then Allen responded with 9 of the last 11 shots of the period. Gavin Gould got a hooking minor 12 seconds into the game. Colby McCauley got an elbowing minor 11:29 into the first period. And Alan St. Crone got a slashing minor 16:25 in. So the first 3 penalties of the game were by the Allen Americans. Halfway through Utah's third power play, Dakota Raby got a tripping minor 17:35 in. Utah is 0 for 3 on the power play. Allen is 0 for 1. Grizzlies, as we mentioned before, took 11 shots. Mick Messner, Adam Berg, Tyler Penner, and Keone Teixeira each had 2 shots. Josh Wesley, Dakota Raby, and Nathan Burke each had 1. For the Americans, William Provost had 1 goal on 3 shots. Colby McCauley also had 3 shots in the period. Hank Crone had 2 shots. Easton Brodzinski had 1 goal on one shot. Brodzinski was the only American to have 1 shot in the period. So interestingly enough, the Americans had 9 shots in that period. Only 4 skaters ended up with a shot on goal. As I mentioned, Provost and McCauley with 3, Crone with 2, and Brodzinski with 1 goal on 1 shot. Provost and Sabrango are each a +2 for the Americans so far. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can regroup and have a good second period. You just have to tip your hat to the Americans. They played pretty well in the first frame. Other action in the league, we're keeping an eye at Cable Dahmer Arena over in Independence, Missouri, as Idaho and Kansas City are doing battle. Halfway through the contest, they are tied at 2. Kansas City is 16-5 this year. Idaho is 15-4-0-1. Looks like Nakbar and Curry have the Kansas City goals. Mavericks actually had a 2-0 lead after 1 period. And the Steelheads responded with 2 second-period power play goals that each came in the first minute of the period. Ty Pelton-Weiss scored a 5-on-3 power play goal 30 seconds into the second period. And then Wade Murphy got his 13th goal of the year for Idaho on a 5-on-4 power play 55 seconds into the second period. So Idaho 2 for 3 on the power play. Kansas City is 1 for 2. That game is tied at 2 halfway through the second period. First intermission over at the Monument. Rapid City leads Wichita 1-0. Rapid City is 7-11-1 this year, while Wichita is 9-12-2. Next week, the Grizzlies are going to take on the Fort Wayne Comets. Fort Wayne is hosting Tulsa tonight. And after 2 periods, Fort Wayne leads Tulsa 4-1, as the Comets have 4 goals on 20 shots. Corcoran has 2 goals for the Comets, and Wedman has 1 goal and 1 assist for Fort Wayne. That's going to be the Grizzlies' opponent next weekend. A 3-game set over in Fort Wayne on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Grizzlies start the next road trip on Wednesday as they take on the Cincinnati Cyclones. Fort Wayne in the second intermission leads Tulsa 4-1. Halfway through the third period, Savannah leads Atlanta 4-1. Also halfway through the third, Florida leads South Carolina 3-0. Speaking of Cincinnati, they're currently tied with Toledo 4-4. That game with 8 minutes left in the third. Worcester defeats Adirondack 4-2. Jacksonville over Norfolk 4-1. Trois-Rivières defeats Reading 1-0. How about this for a score? Kalamazoo defeats Iowa 10-3. That's right. Kalamazoo scored 10 goals tonight. Peyton Jones, the former Grizzly netminder, stopped 11 of 16. Drew DeRitter replaced him, and he stopped 12 of 17. So it was all Kalamazoo tonight. They defeat Iowa 10-3. Kalamazoo had 33 shots on goal, 10 of them found the back of the net. Couple other finals. Newfoundland defeats Maine 4-3 in overtime. And also in OT, Wheeling defeats Indy 4-3. When we come back, we'll go over the 3 NHL scores tonight, and we'll also go over some basketball scores as well. First intermission here at Maverik Center. Allen leads Utah 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. Allen leads Utah 2-0. Jazz are going to take on the Clippers at 8 o'clock. That's going to be on national TV. Jazz are 7-14 this year. The Clippers are 10-10. 3 NHL games tonight. 2 have gone final. Columbus defeats St. Louis 5-2. Florida is a 3-1 winner over Pittsburgh. And after one period, Edmonton leads Minnesota 1-0. In the FCS playoffs, Montana leads Furman 17-14. Now let's see if the Grizzlies can get going here in the second period. And we talked about some of the players in the pregame show who have been outstanding for the Grizz as of late. And when Mick Messner scored that goal in Iowa on November 18th, it really woke up the beast as he's been outstanding for Utah. He's got 4 goals and 6 assists in his last 12 games. And Messner has really been a strong performer here at home. 8 of his 10 points this season have come at Maverik Center. Watch out for Nathan Burke. He was certainly active in the first period. Burke leads the Grizzlies with 7 goals, 6 assists. He even leads Utah in penalty minutes this year with 20. Burke has scored the first goal in the game twice. Now, obviously, doesn't have the first goal in the game as Allen scored the first 2. But obviously, you can still make your pick for the Optum first goal of the game. I'm still going to go with Dakota Raby. It feels like he's due offensively and also feels like Brandon Cutler is due as well. I think Cutler and Raby can end up combining for a goal here in the second period. And I mentioned Patrick Maverik, who's making his pro debut wearing number 8. He was out there, and, he's not very big. That's one of the first things you notice about him. But he is very skilled. He had an outstanding college career, and in particular last year with Long Island University. He had 27 points in 24 games. He even had 1 goal and 1 assist in 5 games with Michigan Tech earlier this year. He's a pretty young guy, and it looks like he's got a lot of speed. I mean, you're certainly interested to see what he's able to do on open ice. He was out there for a 4-on-4, and it looked like, once he kind of gets his feet wet here on the pro level, looks like he's going to become a keeper. And it was a pretty good signing by Ryan Kanaswich. He made it yesterday, picking up Patrick Maverik. He's got 12 letters to his last name, Marcinkevics. There'll be a quiz on that during the second intermission. Allen leads 2-0. We'll go over some of the stats here of the first period. Hits. Allen had 8. Utah had 7. Grizz had 6 giveaways. Allen had 5. Utah had 3 power play shots. Allen didn't have any. Allen did have 1 shorthanded shot in the first period. It's kind of interesting every time you watch the Allen Americans play to see how the shot count kind of fluctuates. Utah did have the first 9 shots of the game, but then Allen responded with 9 of the next 11 shots taken. As Allen 9 shots in the first period, Grizzlies ended up with 11. Face-off battle, Utah won that 10-4. It felt like it was a little bit more even than that, though. But according to the off-ice officials, the Grizz had an advantage there. Both teams had 6 scoring chances. So you talk about, even though it felt like both teams defensively were on point, both teams were able to get some really good looks in that first period. Utah 6 scoring chances, and so did the Allen Americans. Utah 0 for 3 on the power play. Allen 0 for 1, so both of the Americans' goals in the first period came 5-on-5. Easton Brodzinski got his first of the year, 9:36 in, and William Provost made it 2-0, 15-12 in. It's going to be a lot of fun here at Maverik Center tomorrow night, as it's going to be the annual Teddy Bear Toss, and it's also Ugly Sweater Night, where the Grizzlies are going to be wearing ugly sweaters. I'm certainly looking forward to that. I still haven't picked up my ugly sweater. I don't know what it's going to look like. I might have to go to the store tomorrow and pick one up. I still, we'll see what I come up with. I know one thing. I'm going to get something very cheap. If it's going to be an ugly sweater, it better be cheap, right? And remember to bring some teddy bears to throw on the ice after Utah's first goal. I hear it's going to be a really good crowd tomorrow night. Last year the Grizzlies had a little bit more than 2,200 teddy bears. That broke a team record. Let's see if the Grizzlies can exceed that mark. Let's see if they can get into the 3,000s. It'll certainly be interesting to see. And remember, if you're coming to the game tomorrow, wear an ugly sweater for the occasion and bring some teddy bears. Remember to bring multiple teddy bears. Don't bring just one. You want to test your arm strength out. And if you want to play a little game, see how close you can get the teddy bear over to the center ice logo. It'll certainly be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night, and it'll be quite the scene and quite the spectacle. The annual teddy bear toss. If you don't have your tickets for tomorrow night's game, get them at UtahGrizzlies.com. We want to see you here for the party tomorrow night. When we come back, we'll have second period action as we'll skate 5-on-5 to start the second as Allen leads Utah 2-0 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. It's the second of a three-game set. Allen leads 2-0 after one period. On Wednesday night in the series opener, Utah won 5-2 as Nathan Burke had 2 goals and 1 assist. Adam Berg and Nick Messner each had 1 goal and 1 assist. Dante Januzzi got his first pro win as he stopped 34 of 36. Shot count was pretty even on Wednesday night. Grizzlies had 36 shots. Allen had 34. We'll see what happens here tonight. As here in the next 2 periods, Utah's got an 11-9 edge here in the first period. We want to see a big crowd here tomorrow night for the annual Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night. The Grizzlies will be wearing specialty jerseys that you can bid on the Dash Auction app. Now remember, for every Grizzlies home game, when Utah scores first, it's not only the Optum first goal of the game, that game puck will be on the Dash Auction app. That's right, you can get the game puck. As now you're at the beer chugging portion of tonight's contest. A guy sporting a sweet-looking beard. Well, it looked like he struggled towards the end, but he completed it. As both teams are back to the Maverik Center ice. Congratulations to that guy. That was a very expensive beer, and he chugged it with ease. I almost feel like whoever gets the next goal is going to really take off in this game. It's either going to be an Allen 3-0 lead or Utah is going to cut into the lead 2-1 and have a little bit of momentum trying to tie it up. So there's still a lot of hockey left to be played. I think if you're Allen, obviously you've got a lot of injuries, but really I think the Americans have settled in and they played a strong defensive first period. For the Grizzlies, you had 11 shots, but 6 of them were scoring chances. The Grizzlies had their looks in the first period. It's just a matter of whether they can capitalize on them. As Christian Horn, sporting a light blue suit, is on the Grizzlies bench. Ryan Kanasowicz sporting a little bit of a darker colored suit. But both guys have really sharp-looking shirts. Garrett Metcalf dressed in all black. He is also on the Grizzlies bench wearing a suit. The backup goaltender is Jay Stevens. I actually appeared on Jay Stevens' podcast during the summer. It was over in his house, and it was certainly a lot of fun. Utah Puck Report. It would certainly be a big story if somehow Jay Stevens had to play tonight. Trent Miner currently is in the AHL with the Colorado Eagles. He's appeared in a couple games since his last call-up, which came, I believe, around Thanksgiving. Black Friday, he won a game against Newfoundland, and then I think the next day, that Saturday, November 25th, is when he got called up to the AHL. Grizzlies will have Stapley, Burke, and Gallant, the starting forwards, and Thomas and Yoon, the defensive pairing. It looks like both teams are going with the same guys that started the game. Spencer Asachuk will take the draw. He's out there with Puricelli and Gould. Defensive pairing is Williams and Jarvis. Grizzlies will be skating from left to right as we see it from high atop section 114. Your mind's eye, see it on YouTube. Allen skates from right to left. Allen wins the draw. They lead 2-0 as Jarvis moves it ahead. Bounced off a Gallant stick. It goes to Gould at the Utah blue line. Gould enters, but it's challenged by Gallant, who took it away. Gallant slides into the center ice logo. It's taken by Jarvis, who moves it back into his own zone for Williams, who outlets it to Asachuk, who gets cut off by Corey Thomas. Grizzlies move it ahead. Right wing pass to Stapley. He slides it to Burke. Burke enters his zone and stops to the right point. Gets to Gallant. Right circle. Take a shot. And he scores! Cole Gallant gets his 4th of the year. And Utah's cut into the lead. It's now 2-1. Boy, great patience by Nathan Burke, stopping in the point. And then Gallant just kind of cut in with speed. He got the puck in the right circle and roofed it. Bar down over Mart Sinclair. So Cole Gallant is the opt-in first goal of the game scorer. And the fans, for the first time tonight, have something to cheer about at Maverik Center. As Gallant just roofed it right over Sinclair. And got on one knee to celebrate the goal. So right there, first shift of the second period, 27 seconds in. The Grizzlies get their first goal. Cutler's on the ice. They'll take the face-off against McCauley, as both teams made a change after the goal. Allen wins the face-off as Maverik throws it across. Now it's McCauley on the left side. He crosses center ice. McCauley gains the line, veers off to the high slot. Now tapping off the near corner. Nobody home but a Grizzly. As we get over to Marcinkiewicz. He throws a pass. Mayhew. It goes into the far corner. Crone hustles over there. Gets to the right side. Now across to Maverik. Left point. Takes a lefty shot. Glove saved by Januzzi. And he holds on as we get a whistle. 54 seconds into the second period. Gallant got the goal. Burke and Stapley with the assists. For Nathan Burke, it's his 7th assist. And Brett Stapley picked up his 10th assist of the year. So Stapley now has a point in 10 of his 13 games. And for Nathan Burke, he stays with the team lead with 14 points. Stapley now has 13 points this year. Draws in the near circle. Justin Allen will take it against Tyler Penner. Utah's got some momentum. 54 seconds into the second period. And as the draw won by the Grizz. Teixeira over to Semick, who slides it to Aragon in the far corner. Aragon gets blasted. As he gets on two knees, he got hit pretty hard. He gets back to his feet, but McCauley hit him pretty good. As battle continues in the corner, as Allen wins the puck, they get it to the right side. Now Allen gets it back to Orzek, who skates down the middle. Righty shot. Saved by Januzzi, as he just absorbed it right in front of the crease with 18:44 left in the second. As we get another whistle, both teams will make a change. As the Grizzlies have a little bit of momentum here to start the second period. Make sure to follow the Grizzlies on Facebook, X, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I'm on X at Tyson on Sports. Taking the draw is Jordan Ty Fournier for Allen. Brett Stapley will do the honors for the Grizz. Stapley has a faceoff go to the right side. Brodzinski gathers it. He'll spin it along the boards around Utah's net. Allen feeds it back to the left point. As Allen fires towards the net, it gets redirected and goes wide. Americans try to chip it out in front. It bounced off of Gallant. Burke gets the puck. He carries it to center ice. Burke to the right side. Gallant cutting down the middle. Burke gains the line and tapping it away back to center ice is Sabrango. Good defensive play by Sabrango. He's got pretty good size. Hume dumps it in and bounced off of Gallant. It flies into the Allen zone. Ricochets off the backboard. Allen comes back the other way. They cross center ice. Gattenby will backhand it in as Yoon chases after it. Wesley, as the puck goes to the far corner. Allen gets it up top. Demon, lefty shot, saved by Januzzi. Rebound hacking away. Allen, as the puck is pinballing around, as puck's still loose. And now we get a whistle. And now Ty Fournier and Josh Wesley very aggressive in front of the crease. Both guys in a bear hug. Fournier tells Wesley, eat my gloves. Now we got to fight. As Wesley over in the near circle, he's fighting Fournier. As Fournier gets in a right. Wesley, both guys hugging. Now Fournier another right. Fournier third, fourth right on Wesley. As Wesley continues to hold his ground. And now the linesmen step in. as Josh Wesley protecting his crease and protecting Dante Januzzi. Jordan Ty Fournier in a fight with Allen. Both guys held each other strong. Fournier was able to get in about 5 rights. Looked like for whatever reason, it didn't look like Wesley was able to get untied to start pumping away on Fournier. So it looks like both guys will get 5 for fighting. 17:54 left in the second as the puck was laying in the crease for a good long while. And there was guys from both teams. Allen trying to hack it in, and the Grizzlies trying to make sure that Januzzi could cover up as the shot was taken from the high slot and it was bobbled. And there was 4 bodies in the crease. Wesley at one point was behind the goal line, and then Wesley and Fournier went after it after Januzzi covered up. And the linesman tried to step in, but at some point they realized that wasn't possible. And then both guys dropped the gloves and glided towards the near circle. And then, Wesley just had him tied up. Then Fournier was able to get a right. And then Fournier got a second right. And then a third, fourth right. And then the linesman stepped in. Neutral zone draw, won by Allen. They fire it in as Januzzi makes a stick save. Mayhew gets held up. As Mayhew continues to get held up behind the net. Wraparound shot. And Januzzi thinks he's covered up. Where's the puck? It's near the goal line. Now some more pushing after the whistle. As looks like Januzzi's made the save. Now a couple Americans pushing Kyle Mayhew. Boy, the physical stuff is starting, and we were wondering when we would see it. Well, it seemed like Wednesday wasn't necessarily that physical of a game. When you're playing the Allen Americans, it's going to be a physical brand of hockey. Boy, that puck came close to the goal line as Brzezinski had a wraparound, and then Brzezinski and Cutler push each other. Raby tried to join in. Williams cut him off, and then 2 guys were pushing Kyle Mayhew after the whistle behind Allen's net. So fun stuff happening here at Maverik Center. Allen leads 2-1, 17:41 left in the second. Draws in the Grizzlies zone near circle as one of the referees is talking with Brian Kanasowicz, the Grizzlies head coach. And that's referee. I think that's John Lindner. Now Lindner says, let's play. Cutler will take the draw against Spencer Aschuk near circle. It's 2-1 Allen. Feels like the Grizzlies have some momentum, but Allen's had a couple close calls here over the last 20 seconds. As the draw won by Utah, Mayhew gets held up. No call. Puck rolls towards Januzzi, who covers up near the goal line. So Allen put some shots on net here. The Americans already have 6 shots in the first 2.5 minutes of the second period. Grizz have taken 1 shot here, and that found the back of the net. Cole Gallant, 27 seconds into the second period. As Allen wins the draw, they throw it to the right circle. Action in the Grizzlies zone as Mayhew cuts it off. They're trying to find Gould from behind the net. Mayhew over to Stapley. Those guys won a national championship 2 years ago at Denver. Stapley right side, glides to the corner as he gets double teamed and blasted. They're trying to get to Gallant near goal line. He gets hit pretty hard. Play getting very physical. Mayhew left side skeets towards the net. Mayhew now around the net, feeds out in front. Shot saved by Sinclair. And he covers up. Oh, Grizzlies had a good look. Great pass by Mayhew as he found Burke in the far circle. Burke fired away. Sinclair bobbled it for a second, but then he was able to cover up. Good job by the Allen defensemen protecting their crease. There's a lot of action out in front of the net here in the first 3 minutes of the second period. Boy, Sinclair looked like he just kind of stuck his left elbow out to make the save. Boy, that forward line's looked outstanding here to start the second period. Burke, Gallant, and Stapley, they have been stars here to start the second frame. Draw won by the Americans, far circle. They skate around their net, skating from right to left. Stapley took it away as Allen was trying to clear it out. As over in the near corner, 2-on-2 battle. Burke over there with Gallant. Burke slides it up top for Yoon, right point. He gets it to Mayhew, left side. Mayhew will tap it off the backboards, far side. Cole Gallant slides it to Mayhew, left point. Mayhew bounces it to Stapley. Stapley gets pushed and held. It's going to be a penalty. 2 minutes for holding. As around the net, Burke over to Yoon. One-timer, kick save by Sinclair. Allen tries to touch it up. It stays in play. Stapley around the net towards the near side. As Utah's going to be on a power play. Stapley gets tripped up by Malari. Malari trying to touch it up. Cutler gets pushed. As now Puricelli and Cutler collide. Allen finally touches it up. Boy, the referees, it looks like, there was probably twice that looked like Allen could have touched it up and they could have blown a whistle and didn't. Chris Malari is going to get 2 minutes for holding. 16:22 left here in the second period. So Grizzlies with a bit of momentum, and we talked about how play is starting to get very physical, and I think the officials are trying to keep control of this game. So it's going to be a power play for the Grizzlies as Utah can tie the game up right here. Remember, the Grizz have given up 4 shorthanded goals this year, and the Americans might be aggressive if they get their chance. Gallant will take the drives out there with Raby and Burke, Teixeira and Yoon, the 2 defensemen. Josh Wesley would normally be on the power play, but he's in the penalty box serving a fighting major. As draw one by the Americans. As they throw it to the far side and slide it all the way deep in the Grizzlies zone. Januzzi plays it behind his net. 16-12 and counting left in the second. It's the Americans 2 and the Grizzlies 1. Teixeira with an A on his sweater. Ahead to Yoon, near side. Yoon gains center ice, and he wraps it around the boards. As Wesley in the area, make that Williams in the area with Raby. As Burke gets poked away, goes back to Raby. Raby in the far circle. He skates to the point. Raby stops, skates back towards the circle. Drops off for Teixeira. Gets it to Yoon. Left point, slides it across to Gallant. Back to Yoon. Yoon skates down the middle, throws to Teixeira, far circle. Teixeira surveys, now gets it back to Yoon. Yoon fires a righty shot and gets redirected and goes wide. As Sabrango trying to get the bouncing puck, he glides into the corner and gets held up. 3 Grizzlies over there. Raby gets hit by Williams. Sabrango, now Williams with a hit. Williams continues to play physical on Raby. 3-on-3 scrum behind Allen's net. Sinclair looks over his left shoulder. Burke gets over to Gallant. Gallant across to Yoon. Left side, righty shot, and it goes just wide. He didn't miss by much. As the puck glides along the near wing boards, both teams will change up. This goes deep in the Grizzlies zone. Januzzi behind his net, throws it behind his back to the near side for Mayhew. Mayhew skates down the middle. As 40 seconds left in the power play, drops it up for Stapley. He gains center ice, left wing pass to Cutler. Cutler with a nice move, skates to the right circle, takes the lefty shot, saved by Sinclair. Williams gets held up, but he clears it out. As Januzzi behind his net. 23 seconds left in the Grizzlies power play. Allen leads 2-1. Mayhew gets to neutral ice. He crosses center, throws it back to Stapley. Stapley crossed the red. Now he crosses the blue, right wing. Stapley over to the corner, gets pushed as Shreddle throws to the left point, bouncing puck. Mayhew pitchforks it ahead to Messner. Mayhew skates along the blue line and taps a backhand pass towards the right corner. Allen is back at full strength. Cutler over towards Marcinkiewicz. He couldn't reach it. Goes to Allen, who crosses center ice. Mallory gains the line, drops off for Crone. Right side, Crone lefty shot. It's blocked by Semek's stick and glides towards the near boards back at the Allen blue line. Americans have it as they glide back into their own zone. Jarvis, an outlet pass to Crone. He fumbles it at center ice. Penner takes it. He skates to the right side. Penner, righty shot. And it's blocked by Jarvis. Lots of blocked shots by Allen so far. As Penner, sporting a beard, it's pushed along the far corner. Orzek in the area along with Aragon. As the puck glides towards Sinclair. Whistle blows as Sinclair had covered up. Marcinkiewicz was trying to get the loose puck, but Sinclair had covered up. 13:47 left in the second period. It looks like business is heating up here at Maverik Center. It's the Americans 2 and the Grizzlies 1. We're back in 1 minute on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
A lot of spirit in the building here in the second period. After we're a little bit slow to get started, Cole Gallant scored 28 seconds into the second period with Nathan Burke and Brett Stapley getting the assists. Utah's 0 for 4 on the power play. Allen 0 for 1. Grizzlies 16 shots to Allen's 15. Drawing the Allen zone far circle. As face-off won by Colby McCauley and Allen. They clear it out to center. Mayhew holds his ground against Justin Allen. Thomas slides it ahead. It bounced off of Aragon's stick. He gets to Semick, who crosses center, fires lefty shot. Glove saved by Sinclair. Sinclair held on to it too long, so the whistle blows as Semick fired away from neutral ice. So draw's going to be in the Allen zone. Josh Wesley still in the penalty box, serving as fighting major as he got in a fight with Jordan Ty Fournier. Fournier, I think, is now a goal away from a Gordie Howe hat trick, as he also has an assist tonight. Fournier's certainly been active for Allen. Grizzlies trail 2-0 after one. They've come out with a lot of spirit here in the second. Stapley will take the draw against Asachuk. Asachuk's now kicked out of the circle. He's a big guy at 6'6" and about 235 pounds. Gould will now take the draw against Stapley. Stapley wins it cleanly. Yoon right side fires a righty shot. Routine glove save by Sinclair, who makes it about number high in the jersey, as they have Americans in red from left to right diagonally on a pretty sweet-looking jersey. Grizzlies wearing the black jerseys with white numbers and professional green trim. Once again, it's going to be Stapley and Asachuk in the face-off circle. Yoon had a pretty good look. He's got 2 goals in his last 4 games. As the draw, 13:30 left in the second, is won by Allen. Americans have it bounce off the stick of Gallant. Right side, Teixeira fires it towards Gallant, who gets hit pretty hard by Chris Mallory. As Stapley left point, skates towards his right as he gets hacked away by Orzek. Stapley now on the right side, falls down, and seemed like a clean play as Yoon drops off for Teixeira. Back to Stapley, who's back on his feet. Stapley skates towards the point. Now he skates back to the near corner. Stapley fires to Gallant, who's behind the net. Gallant has a bounce off his stick. Stapley trying to feed it out in front. Gallant's stick actually broke. The equipment let him down. As Burke skates towards the left point, drops it off. Gallant chases over and gets it. Gallant over to Teixeira, right side. Teixeira swings and misses. He was trying to center it as Mallory was diving in front of him. Burke behind his net, skates towards the far side. Burke still with the puck. He's in the left point. He has a bobble away as it bounced off the stick of Puricelli. Burke chases after it, gets it in the Grizzlies zone. Allen makes a line change. Burke left wing pass to Cutler, but he didn't get a piece of it. And icing is on the Grizzlies with 12:27 left in the second. You know you're going to see a lot of spirit and physical play when the Grizzlies take on the Americans. It was a little bit slow in getting starting here tonight, but looks like we've got a lot of spirit in the building now. Good Friday night crowd. And I think they're expecting an outstanding crowd on Saturday night. Ugly sweater night, as well as the teddy bear toss, and it's also union night here at Maverik Center. I think they got over 1,000 people for that occasion as well. Provost will take the draw against Utah's Brandon Cutler. Cutler, 12 points this season, 5 goals and 7 assists. As the draw won by Utah, Teixeira wraps it around the far boards. Burke has to go past him, bouncing puck towards the Allen blue line. Grizzlies enter. Cutler throws it between his legs towards Marin Kivitz, but the Grizzlies are offside. 12:18 left in the second. Patrick's Marcin Kivitz making his pro debut. He's on the right wing as Cutler takes the face off. Dakota Raby on the left side. Mayhew and Semick up top. Mayhew normally plays with Wesley. Wesley's still in the penalty, but I think he's now out of the box as Wesley done serving as fighting major. Wesley's on the Grizzlies bench at center ice. Utah wins the draw. Semick over to Mayhew near side. Mayhew will wing it around the boards. Goes back to the far side as Allen Ty Fournier, who's a goal away from a Gordie Howe hat trick, taps off the near wing boards. And sliding it in is Sabrango. Right side, Cutler throws it between his legs. Raby bobbles it at center ice. Eric Williams slides it ahead. Cutler picks it off. Right wing pass to Marin Kivitz. Marin Kivitz, right circle. Drops it off for Cutler. Cutler lefty shot. Saved by Sinclair. Puck lifts in the air as it's in front of the crease. And somehow Sinclair is able to cover up. And once again, a great defensive work by the Allen Americans. Just kind of surrounding the crease and letting Sinclair cover up. We've seen a lot of action there in both creases in the second period, as I think both teams understand the importance of winning that area. If you win that battle in front of the net, chances are pretty good you're going to win the game. Now one of the referees are talking with Colby McCauley and Josh Wesley, as it almost looks like both referees are trying to keep this game under control. As I think they notice here, the first 8 minutes of the second period is much more physical and much more spirited than we saw at any point in the first. Cutler will take the draw. It feels like he's due for a big goal. as McCauley will take the face-off for Allen. McCauley's been active tonight. Draw one by the Americans. They skate from right to left here in the second period. Gattenby throws over the head of Raby, and the puck kind of wobbles deep in the Grizzlies zone, and icing is on Allen with 11:41 left in the second. So we're close to the halfway point of this contest. Remember to do some Christmas shopping when you come to the Grizzlies game tomorrow. Go to the Grizzlies team store. I still got to do some Christmas shopping. I'm certainly procrastinating, but I got to get it done. I'm going to go to the Grizzlies team store. Hopefully I'll see you there. Drow's going to be in the far circle. As Cutler over there taking it against McCauley. Both guys wear number 29. Cutler wins the draw over to Maverik Center. One-timer. And it's blocked away as Crone took his time and space away. Crone carries it over the line. Maverik Center with a good back check takes it away. Marcin Kivitz over there as Cutler will throw it ahead. Bouncing puck at center ice. Raby trying to get to Marcin Kivitz. And Allen moves it ahead to Crone. He gets into Grizzlies territory. Steps over the line over to McCauley. Left circle. McCauley lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi in the butterfly position as Allen. Gattenby gets bounced by Marcin Kivitz as Raby ahead to Penner across the center ice. He gains the line. Demon's holding him up. Penner skates in. Couldn't get a shot off as he was held up by Demon. Long range pass to Crone. Crone skates in the zone. Great job by Brian Yoon cutting him off. As Yoon with an outstanding defensive play. Crone just dumps it in and comes off. He actually stays on. A couple Americans exit as Penner gets hit by Crone. Yoon will move it ahead towards Penner. Penner crosses center ice near side. Ahead to Aragon at the blue line. Aragon enters. Over to Thomas. Left side shot. Is blocked away as Penner redirected it. Now out in front. Shot saved by Sinclair as Messner had a good look along the far goal line. Allen moves ahead to Gavin Gould. Gould gets to center ice and fires it off the right corner. As Allen trying to fire it towards net. And it bounced off the stick of Thomas near side. Aragon crosses center. 2-on-3. He's got good speed. He gains the line, fires towards the net, and deflects off an Allen stick and flies off the glass behind Allen's net. Americans move it ahead along the near side as Gould gets it across. Allen crosses center. Play continuing to be physical. Allen gets to center ice. Jarvis lefty shot. Glove saved by Januzzi. He holds on with 10:02 left in the second as Jarvis fired from the center ice logo. Allen had a 2-0 lead after one period. Easton Brodzinski gave him a 1-0 lead, 9:38 in, and William Provost extended the lead, 15-12 in. Cole Gallant got Utah on the board 28 seconds in with Nathan Burke and Brett Stapley getting the assists. Grizzlies 0 for 4 on the power play. Allen 0 for 1. Grizzlies have outshot the Americans 21-17. As Allen gets it right side, Provost in the offensive zone. Slot, lefty shot goes wide as it ricochets off the glass and goes out of play off the protective netting. 9:51 left in the second. Drosky in the Grizzly zone. Provost will take it for the Americans. Brett Stapley, who's taking the majority of the faceoffs, will handle it for Utah. Draw kind of stays in the circle for a little bit. Allen gathers it. Orzek throws it towards Brodzinski. Gets held up. Good play by Stapley. Burke crosses center ice. Left wing pass to Semick. Semick, good speed. Fires a lefty shot that goes wide. Puck glides along the near board. Stapley throws to the corner. Orzek has it. Now Stapley right side. Skates to the dot. Centers it. Now goes back to Burke. One-time tap goes wide. As Stapley rolls it along the far boards to the left point. Semick fires it back to Stapley. Makes a great catch in the far corner. Stapley's got great hands. Over to Gallant. Gallant over to Semick. Semick, high slot. Lefty shot is blocked. Allen ahead to Provost, who skates down the middle. He'll take a lefty shot. And a save by Januzzi as he blocked it with his right shoulder. As Gallant gets the puck at center ice, 2-on-2. He carries it to the left side. Back to Burke. Burke trying to get it to Cutler. Cutler gets it off the stick of Brodzinski. Cutler stops in the near corner. He'll skate to the point. He'll bounce it across. Puck skips towards Mayhew off the boards. Now Gallant behind the net. Overskates it. Allen gathers it again as they saucer it out to center ice. Brodzinski crosses center. He scored the game's first goal. McCauley gets it to the high slot. Bouncing puck. Raby gathers it near a circle. Raby moved it ahead. It fanned on him and went back to Raby, who skates towards the near corner as McCauley shadowing him. Raby skates towards the point. Now is it neutralized. Raby over to Marcin Kivitz. Marcin Kivitz over on the right side. Drops it off for Wesley. Wesley, the Grizzlies captain, right side. Shot is blocked by Williams. Puck glides towards the far boards. Allen moves out to center ice on two passes. Crone dumps it in. He chases after it. Mayhew gets there first. Mayhew over on the near side. Cron with the back check. One hands it to Maverik Center, and the puck goes to Wesley. Wesley crosses center ice down the middle. Now he veers off to the right and enters the zone. Wesley drops off for Cutler. Big time hit. McCauley and Wesley. Cron crosses center ice. He'll feed it to his right. Allen skates to the left. Drops off for McCauley. Right wing shot. It hit a little bit of post, but iron unkind. Jarvis left side. Gets it to Cron. Cron feeds it up top. Pass connects. Gattenby over to McCauley. McCauley back to Cron. Cron's on the far side as he surveys. Cron feeds it across to McCauley, who couldn't get it. He gets it off the boards. Maverik Center holding him up. Oh, it's going to be a penalty as Maverik Center gets called for holding. Sinclair skates to the bench. 7:29 and counting left in the second. Delayed penalty. And Maverik Center gets his first pro penalty as it was a holding call. Kind of a ticky-tack one, but the call was made. Allen gains the line. Provost over in the slot as Utah trying to touch it up, and they do. Does Brian Yoon. Maverik Center will skate towards the penalty box. His first professional penalty. As boy, it was over towards the near side of the blue line. Hooking's actually going to be the call. They probably could have called a hold. Well, there wasn't much there, but I guess just enough as the referee was right there in that spot. As he skated towards the point, I think what they probably were calling is that McCauley had lost his balance a little bit. Well, it's kind of a tough one if you're a Grizzlies fan, but the call is made. 7:14 left in the second period. It's Allen's second power play of the game. It's their first full power play if they get the full 2 minutes. As the puck goes back to neutral ice, Orzek's stick broke. 2-on-1. Messner skates the left circle. Take a lefty shot. He scores! Big Messner gets a shorty, and we're tied at 2. Tough break for the Americans as Orzek was battling with Messner at the Utah blue line. Orzek's stick broke, and then Messner got the puck and skated into the Allen zone, had a 2-on-1. He had a cutter in front of the net, but Messner called his own number. Messner slowly skated towards the circle and then fired away past Mark Sinclair. Vic Messner's been outstanding. It's his 11th point of the season. Mallory and McCauley are arguing that a penalty should be called. With Orzek's stick breaking, they say a slash should be called. McCauley and Mallory argue it. But the goal is going to count. And now Chad Costello is giving John Lindner a piece of his mind as the Americans are livid. As Messner won the battle with Orzek, Orzek's stick just happened to break. So it's a shorthanded goal for the Grizzlies. It's their 4th shorthanded goal this year. Allen wins the faceoff, but it goes between their defensive pairing. As Mallory gets it, watch out for him on the power play. We're tied at 2. Allen still on the man advantage for 1:38. Mallory back at neutral ice will drop it off as the Americans cross center. Hank Crone carries into the zone over to McCauley. Back to Crone. Crone along the near side, trying to get it to the corner. Now he lifts it high into the air. Januzzi lets it go. Orzek looks to center. It bounced off an American stick and flies to neutral ice. Puck kind of wobbles on its side. Crone gets it in the near circle of his own zone. Messner with the goal, Gallant and Thomas with the assist. So Gallant now has a multiple-point game with 1 goal and 1 assist. They try to get to Orzek, and the puck slides towards Sinclair as the pass went wide of the mark. Fans jeer them. Now it's halfway through the Allen power play as Orzek drops it off for Justin Allen. Allen fakes it to Crone. Now he keeps it, carries it to the right side. He gets around Mayhew. Allen skates towards the right circle. Lefty shot is blocked by Wesley's stick. As Allen avoids a check of Burke. He gets it to McCauley. Look to center. Now it goes back to McCauley. Puck kicks to the high slot. As Allen gets to Crone. He's on the left side. Crone glides towards the dot. Now gets it across to Allen. Allen on the right side. Across to Sabrango. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked away by Mayhew's stick. Allen on the right point. Gets it poked away. Great job by Aaron Aragon to poke it out of the zone. Allen re-enters from the near side. Crone across. Puck lifted, and Fournier couldn't get it. Off the near boards, Grizzlies get it. Mayhew clears it out. 13 seconds left in the Allen power play. We're tied at 2. 5:24 and counting left in the second. Allen skates down the middle. Sabrango gets around Messner. Sabrango crosses center ice. Marcin Kivitz is out of the box right now. Not only a successful penalty kill, the Grizzlies scored on it. Utah's 4 shorthanded goals this year. Allen in the attack zone. Provost skates towards the right point. Now he veers off to the high slot. Provost now in the left circle. drops it off as Puricelli skates towards his right. Puricelli now on the right circle. Marcin Kivich shadowing as Puricelli wrap around, swings and misses. Aragon tried to clear it out. It stays in. Right side, Provost with a blast that goes wide. Puck glides along the near wing boards and into the Allen zone. Grizzlies sneak in a line change. Outlet pass to center ice. Provost dumps it in. We get a whistle. And let's see what the call is. Icing's on Allen. 4:38 left in the second. Tied at 2. Messner's shorthanded goal was scored 12:58 in. It's his 5th of the year. Cole Gallant and Corey Thomas with the assists. It's Thomas's 2nd assist of the year. It's Gallant's 5th. As we mentioned, Gallant here in the second period has 1 goal and 1 assist. Stapley and Provost will take the draw near circle. Allen scored 2 first-period goals. Grizzlies 2 second-period goals. Utah wins the draw. Yoon fires it off the end boards. Stapley behind the net as he throws to the far corner for Raby. Raby gets pushed. Raby drops it off for Cutler. Far side. Lefty shot is blocked by Demon. Cutler over towards Stapley. Stapley battles. Stapley carries the puck into the corner. He gets slashed. No call. Stapley drops off on the right point. Actually, he fakes it. Provost pokes it away from him as it goes deep in the Grizzlies zone. Thomas chases after it. A little bit more than 4 minutes left in the second. Thomas moves it ahead. Thomas gets it back after a bounce off an Allen stick. He was looking for Cutler. Cutler has a bounce off him. As Treadle throws it to Gould. He gets dragged down by Thomas. No call. Right point. Allen fires towards the net. And it's blocked by Cutler. As over in the high slot, Demon with a lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi. Rebound. Januzzi kicks it to the far side. Thomas over there with Cutler. Shreddle pushes. Thomas moves it ahead. Raby still in his own zone. Back to Thomas. Thomas looking for an outlet pass, but bounced off the boards to Raby, who advances to Cutler. Gets it left side. Cutler gains the line on side. Cutler tries to find Raby cutting out in front. Pass goes wide and glides along the near wing boards all the way to the Utah blue line. Allen enters. McCauley feeds the high slot. Raby took it away. Raby carries it out to center ice. He crosses center left wing. Now he enters 3-on-3. Raby over to Yakura. Tried to bounce it off for Raby and hit off a Demon. Demon's a pretty big guy at 6'2", 190 pounds. As over in the far boards, just outside the corner of the Allen zone, 3-on-2 battle. Utah comes out of the pile with a puck. Goes to the right side for Wesley. He'll take a righty shot. And it's absorbed by Sinclair. He just made the body stop and just kind of took his left glove and held it onto his chest. 2:57 left in the second. We're tied at 2. This timeout brought to you by Coca-Cola, where real magic is only a sip away. Allen with 2 first-period goals. Utah responded with 2 second-period goals. Cole Gallant early in the second period and Nick Messner shorthanded. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network. Business has really picked up here in the second period as Grizzlies and Americans are tied at 2. Utah has taken 23 shots. The Americans have taken 19. We've seen a ton of action out in front of the net, and it looks like a good Friday night crowd is filing in here. Don't forget to get your tickets for tomorrow night for the Teddy Bear Toss as well as Ugly Sweater Night. It's also Union Night here at Maverik Center. Draw's going to be in the near circle of Allen's zone as Wesley had a look from the right side before he went to break. Penner will take the draw, and it's won by the Americans. Joe Gattenby gets back checked by Yakura. As puck at the Allen goal line as it gets to the point. Wesley kicks it ahead, but it's taken by Justin Allen. As both teams spread the ice, Jarvis ahead as it bounced off of McCauley. Penner will fire it in as it rolls along the wall. Sinclair has a glance off his stick. It goes to the restricted area. As Jarvis over to the near side for Allen. Rink wide pass to the right connects. Allen enters the zone. They drop it over. Right side, righty shot goes wide. That was taken by Gattenby. Allen feeds it across. It's picked off in the slot by Nathan Burke. Burke's stick broke. Burke will literally kick it towards the Grizzlies goal line, blue line, and the puck pokes out of play. Like quite a few sticks have broken here in the second period, and it was a broken stick that of Nolan Orzak that really contributed to the 2-on-1 and in turn contributed to Utah tying the game. The Americans were arguing pretty vehemently that the broken stick didn't just happen by accident, that Messner had broken the stick. Hey, there was no call made. The Grizzlies scored on the 2-on-1. Draws in the far circle. Staple will take it against Asachuk. 2:19 left in the second, tied at 2. Grizz win the draw. They throw it to the Utah blue line. Malari gets the bouncing puck and fires it to the right corner. As Burke and Puricelli battle, Burke slides it ahead to Stapley, who ricochets it off the linesman. Grizz cross center. Burke enters with momentum, drops it off for Gallant. Gallant tried to get it back to Burke on the give and go. It goes wide. Actually, it was Teixeira, not Burke. As the puck goes along the wall, as Gallant back towards the point, gets the Stapley left circle. Stapley turns around, surveys, centers to Gallant, backhand shot, he scores! What a play by Cole Gallant, who got the pass down the middle, then fired a crafty backhand shot as Utah's taken a 3-2 lead. A great pass by Stapley, and then Gallant, very crafty with the backhand shot. It's Gallant's third point of the second period. 2 goals and 1 assist. Sinclair was skating towards his left. Problem was Gallant kind of faked to his right and then went back. Sinclair didn't even know what was coming. Sinclair was actually looking the other way. Utah leads 3-2. Grizz have the puck at their blue line, skating from left to right. As Thomas over to Raby. Raby gets spun around at center ice. It's going to be a penalty on William Provost. As Allen touches it up, Grizzlies are now going on a power play. As Raby was crossing center ice near side, he got spun around by William Provost. And he goes to the box for 2 minutes. And now Raby gets pushed by Sabrango. I think Raby was trying to draw another penalty. The goal was scored 18-12 into the second period. Gallant with his second of the night and 5th of the season. Brett Stapley gets his second assist of the second period. He now has 11 assists this season. Raby having some words with the Americans. Now Colby McCauley yelling at Raby. As we're going to skate 5-on-4. However, there are 5 Americans on the ice. And only 4 for Utah. Now there's 5 for Utah. And now there's 4 for Allen as they switch things up. So it's going to be a power play for Utah. Brett Stapley will take the draw. Josh Wesley and Mick Messner up front. Back ends Brandon Cutler and Kyle Mayhew. Utah 3 unanswered here in the second period. Draws in the near circle. Waiting for the linesman to drop the puck. It seems like the officials are wanting to keep this game under control. It's been very spirited in the second period. Allen wins the draw, and they sauce for airborne towards Januzzi. Januzzi gets it in front of the crease and gets to Mayhew. Provost 2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty, 18:25 in. Mayhew gets it in the back, drops it off for Stapley. Stapley near side, crosses center. Now he gains the line, throws it to his left for Cutler. Cutler on the left point, slides it to Wesley, who gets it up top for Mayhew. Hot pass to Stapley off his skate. He gets it off the boards. Stapley over to Messner near corner. Back to Stapley, who battles with McCauley. Wesley feeds up top for Mayhew. Mayhew skates towards his left. Left wing pass to Cutler. Cutler skates towards the circle. Centers to Wesley. And it kicked off Sinclair. Cutler gets to Stapley just outside the near circle. He gets to Mayhew. High slot. Back to Stapley. Stapley bounces it off of McCauley. Goes to center ice. As Stapley tried to thread the needle. Mayhew gets it back to the Utah blue line. He crosses center ice. Right wing pass is hot, but Stapley catches it. He's got great hands. Over towards Mayhew. It goes past him. Burke tried to keep it in, but spun around and puck exits the zone. Grizzlies reset as they make a line change. Mayhew carries the puck to neutral ice. Now he slides a right wing pass to Gallant, who's on hat trick watch. Over to Burke. Burke right side. Lefty shot goes wide. He tried to go stick side on Sinclair. Teixeira over to Burke behind his net. Back to Burke. That was actually Raby behind the net. Over to Burke. Now to Brian Yoon right side. Across to Teixeira. 9 seconds left in the period. Teixeira bounces it off an American. It goes into the Grizzlies zone. 5 seconds left. Januzzi outlets it to center ice. Burke gathers it. He re-enters. The time runs out. Utah couldn't get a shot off. The period ends, and Utah will be on the power play for the first 25 seconds of the third period. Allen led 2-0 after one period. The Grizzlies scored 3 unanswered, including 2 by Cole Gallant, with Mick Messner scoring in between, shorthanded. A lot of spirit after 2 periods. And the Grizzlies really held strong. Whatever was said in the first period intermission locker room for Utah, boy, bottle it up and use it again. As the Grizz have a 3-2 lead, they're undefeated this season when leading after 2. We'll come back and recap what's happened through the first 40 minutes of play as the Grizzlies lead the Americans 3-2 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Welcome back to Maverik Center. Utah leads 3-2. Boy, we've had 2 very, very different periods. The first period and the second period, you talk about the opposite of mirror images. It was completely different. First 20 minutes were owned by the Allen Americans. Easton Brodzinski got his first goal of the year, 9:36, with Jordan Ty Fournier picking up the assist. Fournier now a goal away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Allen made it 2-0 as William Provost scored 15-12 in, with Donovan Sabrango getting the assist. Allen led 2-0 after one period, even though Utah outshot them 11-9. Grizz came out with a little bit more spirit in the second period. In fact, the first shift of the second frame saw Cole Gallant score his 4th of the year, with Nathan Burke and Brett Stapley getting the assists. Stayed a 2-1 game for quite a while. Jordan Ty Fournier and Josh Wesley each got fighting majors, 2:06 into the second, 3:38 into the second. Allen captain Chris Milari got a hooking minor. And, you think about the penalty that Marcinkiewicz took his first as a pro, 12:46 into the second period. 12 seconds into the Allen power play, Grizzlies tied it up. It's kind of interesting. Puck was over in the right point of the Grizzlies zone. Warzek and Messner were going after the puck. Warzek's stick broke. And then Messner, Warzek didn't really know what to do as Messner had the puck. And Warzek was just kind of standing there. And he was in a position where he could get a new stick. But by then, Grizzlies had a 2-on-1. Messner was skating along the left wing. He had a cutter down the middle. Messner, once he got over the offensive line, was very patient in skating towards the far circle, and then just kind of fired away. He called his own number, as he really didn't have that passing angle for the guy out in front of the net. And Messner fired it low and fired it past Mark Sinclair to tie the game. It's Utah's 4th shorthanded goal this year, and for Mick Messner, it's his 2nd shorthanded goal of the year. Remember that big goal that Messner had on Black Friday to give Utah a 5-3 lead with 2:03 left in regulation. That was shorthanded, and obviously Messner got a shorthanded tally, 12:58 in, with Cole Gallant and Corey Thomas getting the assist. It might have been Gallant that was actually skating towards the middle, but Messner called his own number and tied it up 12:58 in. Grizzlies, they took the lead on a very beautiful play. Stapley was on the far wing boards, got it to Gallant down the middle, and for whatever reason, Gallant had the puck, and Mark Sinclair was actually faked out so far. He was looking the other way. Sinclair was looking more towards the near side. Gallant kind of glided a little bit towards his left, fired a backhand shot, and Sinclair really didn't know what hit him. Sinclair had thought that the puck was towards the near wing, and instead Gallant had the whole time. And I don't know that Sinclair knew that fact until it was past his goal line. So that gave the Grizzlies a 3-2 lead. So for Cole Gallant, he contributed to all 3 goals in the second period. He has 2 goals and 1 assist. He's a +2. And regardless of what happens the rest of this game, if Utah comes away with a winner, and even if Utah doesn't win, Cole Gallant's probably a prime candidate to be the number 1 star tonight. Brett Stapley with 2 assists. He could get star honors. That pass to Gallant was outstanding. You talk about one of the best passers in the league. That might just be Brett Stapley. He racked up assists by the dozens as a member of the Trois-Rivières Lions last season. In his senior year at Denver, he's really more of a goal scorer. He had over 20 goals his senior year when the University of Denver won their Frozen Four national championship. But Stapley, you talk about a guy that's been a standout. He's not very big. He's probably about 5'11". That's what he's listed. He's probably, closer to 5'10", but, he can really play. Brett Stapley's been impressive. He's got a high hockey IQ, and you can just tell the game comes easy for him in terms of how he sees things. And he certainly works well with Kyle Mayhew. Obviously, those guys worked together extensively in college as they were teammates on that national championship team in 2022. So, Brett Stapley's really stood out. And I think it was just a matter of time before Cole Gallant really broke through. And it was that 3-man unit. And it started right there with that first goal, 28 seconds in. That whole period, Nathan Burke, Brett Stapley, and Cole Gallant just dominated the 20 minutes of play that we just saw here at Maverik Center and you just heard on YouTube. Those guys are amazing and really turned the game around. I don't know what was said in the locker room. It was a very strange first period. It just seemed like the vibes in the building were a little bit off. And then some positive vibes happened in the second period early. And it was probably important for the Grizzlies to get that goal early in the second period to kind of reestablish things. And the Grizzlies, 2 years ago, they led the league in shorthanded goals. Obviously, very different personnel with maybe Brandon Cutler being a constant. This year it seems like the Grizzlies are back to being a bit aggressive shorthanded. And Mick Messner in particular over the last month has just been absolutely outstanding. I think he's really exceeded the expectations that Grizzlies fans have had for him as Mick Messner has really done the job for the Grizz. And I think we knew based on how they performed in college that Nathan Burke was going to be a solid pro, and he certainly turned out to be. It's also been the case with Stapley and Mayhew. Things are starting to come together for the Grizzlies. I think they're hoping next week it can translate to the road, but that's obviously something to worry about next week. Here at Maverik Center, the Grizzlies are playing good hockey. We'll see what happens here in the third. The Grizz have an undefeated record when leading after 2 periods this season. In fact, the Grizzlies, when leading after 2, are 6-0. Interesting enough, you talk about the home and road splits. It's now the 7th time the Grizzlies have led after 2 periods. All 7 of those games have come here at Maverik Center. Because for whatever reason, when the Grizzlies are home, they're able to get leads, and they do a good job protecting them. For some reason, the Grizzlies haven't been able to translate that to the road. It seems like the Grizzlies in road games are usually playing catch-up. So we'll see what happens here in the third. The Grizz are 5-1 they're 6-1 when scoring first. They didn't score first tonight. In fact, they didn't score either of the first 2 goals. Didn't seem to matter as the Grizzlies really held their own and then some and kind of dominated the 20 minutes of play. And I didn't think Allen played that poorly. There's a lot of battles out in front of the net. Allen really forced the Grizzlies to earn it in that second period. And I think that's really the big thing. It was that one forward line that really dominated things with Gallant, Burke, and Stapley. The Grizzlies really earned it in that second period with hard work. The one thing for Utah, though, they are 0 for 5 on the power play. Allen is 0 for 2. Dante Januzzi so far has stopped 18 of 20. Mark Sinclair for Allen has saved 21 of 24. Some other scores from around the league. Late third period, the top two teams in the Mountain Division are tied at 3. Idaho has a record of 15-4, 0-1. Kansas City is 16-5. So they're tied at 3 late in regulation. All 3 of Idaho's goals have come on the power play. Idaho is 3 for 4 on the man advantage. Kansas City is 1 for 5. Kansas City has outshot Idaho 29-25. That game is still in the balance, tied at 3 with 4 minutes left in regulation. Fort Wayne defeats Tulsa 4-2. Remember, the Grizzlies are going to face Fort Wayne 3 times next week, next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over at Memorial Coliseum. Savannah defeats Atlanta 5-2. Florida is a 4-0 winner over South Carolina. Toledo defeats Cincinnati 6-4. Utah's got a 5-game road trip coming up starting on Wednesday night with 1 game over in Cincinnati. Worcester defeats Adirondack 4-2. Jacksonville over Norfolk 4-1. Trois-Rivières shuts out Reading 1-0. It's been a rough run for the Reading Royals so far this year. How about Kalamazoo? They scored 10 goals on 33 shots against the Iowa Heartlanders. Former Grizzly netminder Peyton Jones stopped 11 of 16. He was replaced by Drew DeRitter, who stopped 12 of 17. So Kalamazoo gets a 10-3 victory, a football score, and people in the state of Iowa are used to seeing football scores that have 10-3 finals. As Kalamazoo wins by a touchdown at home against the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Heartlanders. A couple other scores. Newfoundland wins in overtime over Maine 4-3, and Wheeling in OT also wins by a 4-3 score as they defeated the Indy Fuel. When we come back, we'll give you some NHL scores. We'll have third period action here at Maverik Center as Allen scored 2 first period goals. The Grizz scored 3 in the second. We'll see what happens here in the third when we come back on the other side on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm and our lights on. It's the power behind the team and a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Utah leads now on 3-2 after 2 periods. Scoring chances, the Grizzlies have 15, including 9 in this second period. Allen has 11, so 15-11. Utah has the edge in scoring. Allen 16. Power play shots, Utah with 4. Allen is yet to take one. Both teams have 1 shorthanded shot. The Grizzlies found the back of the net with Mick Nestor on that look to tie it up at 2. Grizz with 12 hits. Allen also with 12. Seemed like there was a bit more than that, though. Utah had 11 giveaways and Allen 10 through 2 periods. Both teams had 5 giveaways in the middle frame. 3 games in the NHL tonight. 2 have gone final. Columbus defeats St. Louis 5-2. Florida over Pittsburgh 3-1. And after 2 periods, Minnesota and Edmonton are tied at 3. 1 NBA score, 8:20 left in the second quarter. The Clippers lead the Jazz 39-32. Clippers are 10-10 this year. The Jazz are 7-14. Don't forget to get your tickets for tomorrow night, the annual Teddy Bear Toss, as well as Ugly Sweater Night. And the Grizzlies are wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. It's also Union Night, over 1,000 tickets to that cause. And boy, it's going to be an interesting one tomorrow. Utah is hoping to be going for the 3-game sweep. Allen is hoping it's a rubber match, as Utah got a 5-2 victory on Wednesday night As you mentioned before, the Grizzlies have been outstanding protecting home ice. They've got a record of 7-4 at home. Oddly enough, Allen's been a better team on the road this year. They are 5-6-1 on the road. They're just 1-6 at home. The one Allen victory at home did come against the Grizzlies last Friday, where the Americans won 3-2. We'll come back and have third period action as Utah leads 3-2. We're going to skate. Actually, the Grizzlies are going to have a power play the first 25 seconds of the third period. Remember, the Grizzlies scored 28 seconds into the second period. Can they get some insurance on the power play to start the third period? We'll find out when we come back as Utah leads Allen 3-2 on the Grizzlies Radio Network.
Maverik's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Expectations here will always remain high, and we'll continue to find a way.
Guys put together a lot of good games, you know.
Utah leads 3-2. We're about set for third period action. Dante Januzzi looking for a second straight win. He has stopped 18 of 20. For Mark Sinclair, he has stopped 21 of 24. Grizzlies will start the third period with the same five that started the game. Forward lineup of Nathan Burke, Cole Gallant, and Brett Stapley. That three-man unit was absolutely outstanding in the second period. Gallant 2 goals and 1 assist. Watch out, the Grizzlies have not had a hat trick yet this season. Could Gallant get Utah's first hat trick of the year? Mayhew and Wesley will be the starting defensive pairing. It is a power play for the Grizz. For Allen, Spencer Asachuk will take the face-off. He's out there with Matthew Shreddle, Eric Williams. Williams, a former Grizzly, made his return trip on Wednesday night, I believe for the first time as a member of the visiting team. And also out there, let's see, I think it's, can't quite tell who it is. I think it might be William Provost, number 9. As 20 minutes are put on the clock here at Maverik Center, Utah will be skating from right to left as we see it from high top section 114. As looks like John Lindner, the referee, is getting his helmet worked on with the equipment manager Jackson Hibbert. Christian Horn in a light blue jacket, very sweet look. Ryan Kanasowicz comes with a little bit of a darker colored jacket tonight. Kanasowicz with a green tie. As looks like Jackson Hibbert working on Lindner's helmets. There was one referee on Wednesday night, and it was Nolan Boyer. Boyer wearing number 31. And John Lindner joined the fray. I think about half the games in the league this year will have 2 referees as opposed to 1, along with the 2 linesmen. Joe Ernst from the league is also here tonight. A lot of fun stuff happening around the league over the first 2 months. It'll be interesting when the Tahoe Night Monsters join play. What a sick league, Joe, we got here as 20 minutes are on the clock. And now Lindner's got his helmet repaired. Good job by Jackson Hibbert. As Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer, walks towards center ice between the bench areas. With the glass in between Allen and Utah's bench. Puck at center ice is dropped, and we're underway in the third. Allen skates from left to right. They win the faceoff. It bounced off of Shredder, who couldn't get the hot pass. Mayhew ahead to Burke, left side, back to Stapley around the center ice logo. Stapley at the Utah blue line, skates towards the near side. Now he backs out into his own zone. Stapley still at the puck. He gets to Mayhew, who skates down the middle. Back to Stapley, right wing. He enters. Stapley gets it towards Gallant. Gallant back to Stapley. Stapley over to Mayhew. Mayhew over to Wesley. One-timer. Kick saved by Sinclair in the butterfly position. Allen is back at full strength. Provost joins the play. Wesley near corner battles. Puck goes up top. It goes to neutralize. Mayhew gets it. Mayhew back checked by Provost. Provost took it away. Skates the left side. Shot. And a save by Januzzi. Mayhew tripped up Provost. It's going to be a penalty as Sinclair skates to the bench. Mayhew's going to get a penalty, and it was probably a good one as he was back checking Provost as he was taking a shot trying to tie the game. Allen backs it out into their own end as they skate from left to right. Mallory over to McCauley, who carries to neutralize. Left wing pass touched up by Burke. We get a whistle as Kyle Mayhew goes to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. 18:58 left in the third. Both teams' penalty kill units have been pretty good so far. Allen is 0 for 2 on the power play. Utah 0 for 5. And remember, the Grizzlies scored shorthanded on their second shorthanded attempt of the night. It's Mayhew's in the box. He shakes his head back and forth. 24 shots for Utah, 21 for Allen. And he's taking the draw as Asachuk against Aaron Aragon to make that Cole Gallant. Gallant takes the draw and wins it. Burke slides along the near side. Messner out there as well. Messner cuts off Orzek as Crone gets to Mallory. Back to Orzek, who's in the right point. Orzek over to Mallory. High slot. Takes a lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi as he got a stick in the way. As Asachuk battles. Orzek feeds it up top. McCauley over to Mallory. Mallory will bounce it off of Messner. Keeps it in as Mallory gloved it and dropped it. Orzek back up top for Mallory, but the puck exits the zone. As Mallory tried to throw it behind his back. Crone over to Orzek. Allen re-enters. McCauley back towards Orzek. It bounces off of Messner and goes back to neutral ice. Mallory back in his own end. Left wing pass to Crone. Crone skates in Allen territory. Skates around the center ice circle. Drops off for Orzek. Back to Crone. Crosses center ice. Now he veers off to the left. Crone enters the zone. Gets to Asachuk right side. Teixeira gets poked away. Yakura will tap it from one blue line to the other. Yakura chases after. He gets it. Yakura with the righty shot. Saved by Sinclair. As Dean Yakura had a good look, he poked it away with one hand at the Utah blue line and chased after it into the Allen zone near circle. And Yakura got it. Had a pretty good look from the left circle, but Sinclair made the save. It looked like Yakura was trying to go 5-hole on him. 17:58 left in the third. Exactly 1 minute left in Allen's power play. And you can argue the Grizzlies have had the best look on this power play yet. Taken by Dean Yakura. As draw one by Allen. As Justin Allen skates to neutralize with speed. Being back checked by Burke. Allen gains the line with speed. Gets around Wesley. Stops in the far corner. Feeds up top to Provost. Left point. Provost back to Allen. Who gets the hot pass. Allen surveys. Now feeds it back to Provost. Who slides to Williams. Right side. Who guides it back to Provost. High slot. Lefty shot. Goes off the backboard. Wesley gets it and clears it out. Sinclair behind his net. 30 seconds left in Allen's power play. They skate from left to right. As the Americans carried across center. Provost right side over to Puricelli. Now drops it off for Williams. Allen enters. Williams over to Puricelli, who skates around Utah's net towards the far side. Back to Provost, left point. Now he feeds it to the corner. Puricelli, the Lake Superior State product, over to Provost, who skates around Utah's net. Now to Eric Williams, right side. It gets to the high slot for Allen. Allen spins around Penner late in the power play. 3 seconds left as Sinclair slams a stick to the ice. Grizzlies back at full strength. They get to the high slot. Provost loses it. Mayhew gets it. He pokes it one-handed out to center ice. Mayhew gathers it 1-on-2. Mayhew with a spin move around Williams, and the puck glides towards Sinclair as Mayhew tried to do a spin move around Eric Williams, but Williams, the fifth-year pro, really knew what was going on, and the puck glided towards Sinclair, who covers up. 16:48 left in the third. Utah leads 3-2. Great penalty kill by the Grizz. And Semick and Yoon talk things over with Brandon Cutler, as well as Marcin Kevics, who's in his pro debut. Marcin Kevics lines up behind Cutler's taking the face-off. Raby to Cutler's left. Draw taken by Kobe McCauley. He wins it over in the far corner. Cutler took it away. Cutler being shadowed by Sabrango. There's Cutler on the right side over to Marcin Kevics. Marcin Kevics, right circle, skates towards his left. Take a shot. Saved by Sinclair. Rebound goes to Allen as they shovel it out to center ice. Gloved by Unit, the center ice logo. Right wing pass to Cutler, who drives it in on two knees. As he lost his balance, Sinclair to the right point. Cutler keeps it in. Cutler fires towards the net, and it's blocked away by Gattenby's stick. He fanned on an outlet pass. It glided towards Brzezinski, who fires it across to the left side. Allen's McCauley drives it in. Crone, right circle, lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi. As Mayhew over there pushing with Brzezinski. Brzezinski looked like he took his stick and hit Mayhew. There's now some real pushing and shoving. Josh Wesley and McCauley hold each other by the jersey. Mayhew and Brzezinski. Now Raby talks with Brzezinski. Let's see, is there going to be a penalty either way? Looks like one guy from each team is going to the box. Mayhew goes in for Utah for the second time in this third period. Brzezinski looks like he's going in as well. As Raby taunts Brzezinski. Brzezinski now has some words for Raby. So Brzezinski will go to the box. And it looks like we'll continue to skate 5-on-5. 16 minutes and 12 seconds left in the third. Mayhew gets 2 minutes, and so does Brzezinski. Let's see, are we skating 4-on-4 or 5-on-5? Looks like 4-on-4. We'll open up the ice a little bit. Draw's going to be in the near circle. Gavin Gould will take the draw against Brett Stapley. Grizzlies 26 shots. Allen's taken 23. A lot of fun action here at Maverik Center. Tomorrow's going to be a blast as well. Get your tickets at UtahGrizzlies.com. Utah wins the face-off. Gallant drags down Gould. Now Gould pushes Gallant along the boards. As Hume, left wing pass to Gallant, who gets the bouncing puck. Gallant 2 goals tonight. He collides with Orzek as he dumps it in. Wesley back checks Gould, who lost his balance. Make that Puricelli. As Allen back ahead. The Americans, Orzek crosses center ice 2-on-3. Now he gains the line, stops in the point. Good poke check by Josh Wesley as he was doing a drive-by. Now far corner. Allen looked to center to bounce off of Gallant, who taps it off the far glass. He gets his puck back. 2-on-2. He crosses center, and he collides heavily with Gould. As Allen gets the puck, they skate in. As the Americans get it over to Gould on the right side. Centering pass. Shot goes wide as Puricelli had a good look on a pass from Gould. Grizzlies cross center. Brett Stapley enters 2-on-3. Stapley saucers it to the left side for Semick. Semick along the near boards. Spins it back to Stapley, who's in the far corner. As Allen pokes it away. Puck on its side to center ice. Semick will backhand it back in. As Grizz make a line change. 48 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Utah still leads 3-2. Nobody scored here so far in the third. McCauley gains the line, skates towards his left. Thomas spins him around. We get a whistle. And it looked like hooking is going to be the call. Well, I think it's going to be on big Corey Thomas. McCauley was trying to skate towards his left on an interesting angle, and Thomas hooked him. So we're going to skate 4-on-3 for 41 seconds, and then after that, we'll skate 5-on-4 with Allen still on the power play. Mayhew and Brzezinski each got roughing minors, 3:48 in, and now Corey Thomas in the box, 5:07 in. So we're skating 4-on-3 here as Utah leads 3-2. What's certainly an interesting sequence in this game. Draws going to be in the far circle. Puricelli will take it against Mick Messner. As a draw won by the Americans. Each period has had a life of its own. Mallory over to Crone. He's on the right side. Crone back to Mallory, high slot. Back to Crone. One-timer, and he fanned on it. Puck goes to the near goal line. Back to Crone. Up top for Mallory. Back to Crone. Last year's MVP had 49 goals last year. Crone, high slot. Gets to Mallory. One-timer, saved by Januzzi. And now Allen scores on the rebound as Januzzi couldn't locate it. Kobe McCauley ties it up on a 4-on-3 power play goal as the shot was fired high. Januzzi about shoulder high trying to figure out where it was. McCauley was able to spot it and fire it past the goal line. So Thomas will come out of the box. We'll skate 4-on-4 for 18 seconds. As Januzzi, the puck was at his ankle behind him slightly. McCauley located it. Januzzi wasn't quite sure where it was. So McCauley ties it up 5:30 into the third period. As we mentioned, each of the three periods is really taking on a life of its own. What a crazy game this has been. You ever been on one of those roller coasters in Las Vegas or maybe even Disneyland? That's about what this game has been. Draw's going to be at center ice, tied at 3. It's anybody's game. Stapley takes against Provost, but Provost wins it. We're skating 4-on-4 for 15 more seconds. Allen back deep in their own zone as Gattenby moves ahead. Now the Americans saucer it across as Provost crosses center ice, gains the line, gets around Teixeira. Provost with a shot. Stick saved by Januzzi as it goes wide and out of play. Boy, Provost got around Teixeira and had a wide open look in the right side. And I don't know if Januzzi got a stick in the way or if Provost trying to lift it to the far corner just kind of got too much air under it as it goes out of play. 2 seconds left in the 4-on-4. McCauley tied it up 5:30 in with the assist going to Chris Milary and Hank Crone. Crone's 9th assist of the year and Milary's 14th. Draws in the near circle. Brett Stapley will take it against Provost. It almost looks like if Asachuk doesn't take the draw, Provost does most times. As draw one by Allen. As we're back to skating 5-on-5. Right point. Allen in the offensive zone. Puricelli throws to the corner for Gattenby. Gattenby lets it go. As Stapley over in the far corner gets blasted by Brodzinski. As Allen with a tie score. Left point. Lefty shot is blocked by Burke. It goes back to center ice. Gattenby has it. He's at neutral ice. As Americans in their own territory. As Provost backs it out in their own zone. He skates around Gattenby. He feeds a far wing pass. Grizzlies make a line change. Across to Puricelli. He gains the line right side. Puricelli skates to the corner as he gets pushed by Thomas. Puck goes to Allen. They get it down the middle. Provost, lefty shot. Saved by Januzzi. As Allen was able to get it to the middle. Provost with a good look, but Januzzi makes a glove save. 13:35 left in regulation. Allen and Utah tied at 3. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
This isn't just copper. It's our job. It's food on our family's tables. Without it, we couldn't stay in touch. It's what keeps our homes warm. And our lights on. It's the power behind the team. And a greener, brighter future. This isn't just copper. It's a proud Utah and a strong America.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Tied at 3 with 13:35 left in regulation. Both teams have taken 27 shots. This game is really kind of taking a crazy turn. You talk about a game that's had a mind of its own. Draws going to be in the far circle. Some fans chugging beers and having a good time. Good crowd here on a Friday night. Looking for an outstanding crowd tomorrow for the Teddy Bear Toss and an ugly sweater. As Utah wins the draw, Aragon carries it out across center ice left wing. He dumps it in and chases after it. Mark Sinclair behind his net, throws to the far side. Yoon, right point, fires a righty shot that goes wide off the Maverik side. Chrome, near boards, moves it ahead. As Brodzinski crosses center ice, he enters 2-on-2. Brodzinski, left side, gets pushed by Yoon. Puck glides towards the far corner. It hit a stanchion as Brodzinski tried to throw it to the near side. Penner hustles over there, gets to Thomas. And Penner kicks it out to center ice. And it's taken by Eric Williams back in the American zone near side. He throws it around his net to the far corner. As Allen throws it back to Williams at the far goal line. Williams skates down the middle. Now feeds it to the right side for McCauley, who gains center ice. McCauley skates down the middle and bounces it off of Marcin Kivitz. And Januzzi gets it on 2 hops to the ice. He holds on with 12:49 left in the third. Patrick's Merson Kivitz makes his professional debut. He's on the ice right now wearing number 8. Shots are now even, 27 apiece. Both goaltenders have stopped 24 of 27. Provost will take the draw against Brandon Cutler. Cutler talking with Josh Wesley. As Grizzlies communicating. Januzzi talking with his unit as well. As the draw, won by Utah. Grizz skate from right to left here in the third period as Wesley taps it over to the center ice spot. Red line as Provost gets the bouncing puck. As he'll skate towards his right now. Stop down the middle. As he moves it ahead, left wing pass. Fournier crosses center ice left wing and he one-hands it in. As he chases after it. Mayhew throws it back to the far corner. Merson Kivitz throws to Cutler. Cutler back towards Merson Kivitz. He couldn't reach it. As Merson Kivitz taps it away from Fournier as he moves it to Cutler. Cutler gains the line and veers off into the right point. As now Mayhew gets it. He'll toss it to the far corner. Raby tried to shovel it across. He gets dragged down by Myleri. As Raby gets pushed by Myleri. Raby now glides towards the high slot towards his left. He tried to get to the corner and fanned on it. Myleri skates down the middle. He's got a breakaway. Trying to drop it off for Provost and it bounced off of Wesley. As Myleri didn't think he was going to have much of a shooting angle to the right side, probably overthought it. Cutler taps it off the far wing boards. It goes back to neutral ice. Gould gets stripped up by Raby, no call. As back in Americans' territory, they gather it. As they move it head off of Asachuk's stick. As Teixeira taps off the near wing boards. Long range pass. Burke skates towards left side. Look to center it out in front. Pass to Gallant goes wide. Gallant's got 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. All of them coming in the second period. Allen back deep in their own zone. Stop behind Sinclair as they spread the ice. 11:22 and counting left in the third. We're tied at 3. As the Americans throw it to the far side as they skate across center ice. Asachuk will lift it into the right side. Puck rolls along the boards towards the far corner of the Grizzlies zone. As Teixeira over to Berg, across to Thomas, who slides into center ice for Stapley. Collides with McCauley. And McCauley moves it ahead. Brodzinski couldn't reach it. Stapley back to Yoon in the far circle, Grizzlies zone. Diagonal pass to the left. Burke enters, 2-on-3. Burke finds a cutter out in front of the net. Great defensive play by Sabrango, getting his stick in the way. Otherwise, it could have been 4-3 Utah. McCauley crosses center ice, right wing, and he drives it along the boards. Januzzi plays it behind his net. He'll feed it towards the near side. The referee had to duck his head to get out of the way. Burke ahead to Penner across the center ice. Penner skates towards the left. Veers off to the right. He's down the slot. Righty shot. He's blocked by the stick of Jarvis and flies out of play as we get a whistle with 10:33 left in the third. Draws in the Allen zone, but all 3 periods are really taking a life of its own. Allen scored both first period goals. Grizzlies scored 3 unanswered in the second period. Allen, 5:30 into the third, scored a power play goal. It was a 4-on-3 power play goal. You don't normally see 4-on-3 situations all that often. But they scored 4-on-3 on the power play. Allen is 1 for 4 on the power play. Utah 0 for 5. Draw won by Utah as Aragon skates towards the end boards. He collides with Andrew Jarvis. Now in front of the net, Aragon was looking for it, but Jarvis recovered. As Allen Sabrango moves it ahead. Nessner tries to play it. He bounced off of Fournier. Now Allen comes out with a puck. Near wing pass to Puricelli. He gains center ice and gets hit by Kyle Mayhew, who finishes his check. Nessner gains the line. He gets pushed down by Provost. Near corner Allen zone. Williams throws it around his net. Now across to Provost, who crosses center ice. Now he gains the line. Left wing pass to Fournier. He takes a righty shot that goes wide. Fournier a goal away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Williams, did he keep it in? No, he didn't. Offside on the Americans with 9:52 left in the third. Same teams tomorrow night. Grizzlies are hoping to go for a sweep, and Allen is hoping it's a rubber match. As Utah won 5-2 on Wednesday. A lot of the key contributors there are key contributors here. I don't know if Adam Berg got hurt. I don't think I've seen him out there much. Hopefully Berg's okay, but I haven't seen him on the ice in quite a while. As draws going to be in the near side, neutral ice, after the Americans were called offside. Asachuk will take the draw against Brandon Cutler. The linesman was in the way. Allen wins the draw as they back it out in their own zone. The challenges of watching a game live from the arena. Williams over to the far side. Great catch by Allen as they get to center ice. Right wing pass connects. Asachuk right side takes a lefty shot that goes wide. Gould around his net. Williams in the right point Feeds it to the corner for Asachuk. Asachuk backhand pass towards Shreddle. He couldn't handle it. Marcinkiewicz slides it ahead. Cutler across center ice with the puck. He gains the line, stops in the left point. As he lifts the puck high into the air towards the middle, bounces out as Allen tries to clear it out. Teixeira carries it to neutral ice himself. Grizzlies reset. Thomas, left wing, wraps it around the wall. Kind of takes a strange hop around the boards. Allen clears it out, and it's going to be icing as the puck skips into the Grizzlies zone as we get a whistle with 9:06 left in the third. Both teams still stuck on 27 shots. Grizzlies in the black jerseys, white numbers, professional green trim. Pretty sharp look by Allen. They've got a red helmet, white jersey with Americans diagonally from left to right in the front of their jersey. Red numbers, red lettering in the back. Steepley will take the draw against Colby McCauley, who's been all over the place tonight. He's done a great job. Off the draw, Yoon gets it. Right wing shot goes wide off the backboard. Thomas left side, tried to slide it towards the middle. Allen poked it away. Now Burke left side, looked to center to bounce off an American. It stays at Burke, who gets pushed along the boards. Now Thomas left point, lefty shot. Glove saved by Sinclair. Shot would have gone wide off the glass, but he decided to glove it. As if you're a right fielder trying to run after a fly ball. 8:50 left in the third. Like I said, we haven't seen Adam Burke. Hopefully he's okay, as I don't think I've seen him since maybe the first period. Haven't called his name and haven't seen him on the ice. As Draw's going to be in the nearest circle. Didn't even really see him on the bench either. Hopefully he's all right. Staple will take the draw. Burke to his right and Gallant to his left. That three-man forward unit, that could be the one to watch out for. They've certainly been outstanding tonight. As the draw won by Allen, they skate from left to right here in the third period. We're tied at 3. As Allen throws to the right side, Yoon couldn't keep it in. He tried to back it out, but the puck ended up re-entering the zone as the Grizzlies are offside with 8:42 left in the third. Same teams tomorrow night to finish out the 3-game series. Then the Grizzlies will be on the road for 5 straight, starting next Wednesday over in Cincinnati at an arena that's right next to Great American Ballpark and just a couple blocks away from the NFL Stadium. They play 1 game in Cincinnati and then head to Fort Wayne for games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Grizzlies win the draw. Thomas will wrap it around the boards for the second time here in about a minute as Allen battles with Stapley as goes to Nathan Burke right side as he tried to throw it to Gallant. It bounced off his skate. Allen will carry it along the far wing boards as they get to center ice. Americans 3-on-3. They enter the zone. As they look to center it out in front. Shot saved by Januzzi. Allen skates in. Great job by Utah cutting off left side. Shot to score. Scramble play. The Americans now lead 4-3 as Easton Brodzinski gets his second of the game, and he pounds the glass over the near corner in celebration. So 2 unanswered by the Americans, and they've retaken the lead. They're very quick in the transition game. Randy Connolly's heading out for the night. Looks like he's going to miss a good comeback. As they show the replay, as it was over to the right side, they got it across to Brodzinski, and he was all alone. As boy, the puck kind of changed hands about 5 times for about the last 10 seconds before that goal scored. So Easton Brodzinski, who didn't have a goal in any of his first 14 games this year, has 2. As the Americans now lead 4-3. Can the Grizzlies tie it up? Utah center ice. Aragon lifts it, and it backhands off of Sinclair on one hop of the ice. Allen comes back the other way. They're quick in the transition game. Americans move it ahead as it bounced off of Fournier's stick as he collides with Wesley behind Utah's net. Fournier tries to skate in. Wraparound shot saved by Januzzi as the puck goes back to Allen. Provost, sharp angled shot, hits the side of the net. Didn't get much on it. Provost slides to the right point. Shot saved by Januzzi. That shot was taken by Joe Gattenby from the right point. So Brodzinski on the goal, is second of the night. Kobe McCauley gets another assist, and so does Chris Malary. Malary has 2 third-period assists, and Kobe McCauley now has 1 goal, 1 assist. McCauley, for the second time against the Grizzlies, has picked up a Gordie Howe hat trick. Let's see, McCauley, I don't know, they got in a fight. No, he's got 5 shots, 2 penalty minutes. I'm an idiot. He's still a fight away from that. Off the draw, Gattenby right wing shot is blocked away. Allen backhand shot hits the side of the net. Now Gattenby in the right point gets it, throws it across. Sabrango shot is blocked by the stick of Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz over towards Cutler. Allen keeps it in. And Shreddle gets bounced by Teixeira. Cutler over to Marcinkiewicz. Good time for his first pro goal He skates down the middle. Lefty shot goes wide. Treadle carries it out of the zone. Treadle probably threw it a little bit too far in front of him. As Teixeira takes it, throws to Semick, who slides to the center ice for Cutler. Cutler gains the line, drops off for Maverik Center. He gets it taken away. McCauley, who's a fight away from a Gordie Howe hat trick he had won against the Grizzlies a few years ago. Dumps it in. Big-time hit. As Mayhew kept his feet, though, and gets to Maverik. Ahead to Cutler. He's still in the Grizzly zone. He gets around Brodzinski. Now Cutler crosses center ice. He gains the line. Drops it off into the near corner. Raby chases after it, but it's Demon that has the puck. 6:47 and counting left in the third. Allen has a breakaway. Brodzinski for the hat trick. He takes a shot and he scores. Long-range pass connected, and Easton Brodzinski completes the hat trick as he's made it 5-3. Allen caught the Grizzlies defensive unit napping. Hank Krohn's going to keep the puck and send it to the Allen bench as Easton Brodzinski, who had no goals in 14 games this year, scores 3 tonight. As the Americans threw a long-range pass, and Brodzinski was behind Wesley and Mayhew, and he just went low on Januzzi. Like I said, all 3 periods have really been 3 very, very different periods. Allen 2 in the first, Utah 3 in the second, and Allen with 3 here in the third. Center ice, Thomas fires towards the net. It's gloved by Sinclair. The Grizzlies, what they accomplish with that is they get an offensive zone draw. Easton Brodzinski is probably going to be the number 1 star tonight, and as he should, as he completes the hat trick. That outlet pass it was picture perfect, and before you knew it, Brodzinski had a one-on-one matchup with him and the goaltender. It's really the transition game for Allen's been outstanding here so far. Draw one by Utah. Gallant with a shot goes wide. He's looking for the hat trick as Allen gets it poked away by Gallant. It stays in the Allen zone as Williams skates around his net. As Williams gets dragged around by Burke. Williams tried to clear it out. Thomas gloves it and keeps it in. As Utah's called for a hand pass. 6:19 left in the third. So the outlet pass was made by Demon. Stanislav Demon, who gets his 4th assist of the season. He threw the outlet pass to Brodzinski that led to the breakaway. Draw one by Allen. They lead 5-3 with 6:15 left in the third. Allen skating from left to right. They get it ahead to Fournier. He gets around Gallant. Fournier chases after losing. He gets the center ice and backhands it in. Thomas gathers it for Utah. He drops it off for Yoon. 6 minutes left in the third. Yoon with a long-range pass to Penner. It tapped off his stick. Penner chases after it. Mallory around the net. Mallory over to Puricelli. Puricelli gets tripped up by Penner. No call. Oh, it is going to be a call. Penner's going to get called 2 minutes for tripping. Delayed penalty. Allen saucers it across to Puricelli. He's on the near side. Allen's net is empty as Sinclair skates to the bench. 5:40 left in the third. As the Americans will hold on to the puck. Maybe they'll hold on to it for the rest of the period if they wanted to. As the Americans still in their own zone. As time is on their side. Mallory lumbers to center ice. Left wing pass to Krohn. Krohn gains the line. Teixeira took it away, and Teixeira touches up. Penner is going to get 2 minutes for tripping. 5:21 left in the third. We'll find out how this one ends when we come back as the Americans lead the Grizzlies 5-3 on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Five minutes, 21 seconds left in the third. Allen leads Utah 5-3. Americans are on a power play. Utah did score a shorthanded goal in the second period with McMessner, and Utah's probably going to need a shorthanded goal here if they want to climb back into this one. Allen scored 2 goals in the first period. They led 2-0 after 1. Utah scored 3 goals in the second period. Utah led 3-2 after 2. 3 unanswered here in the third period by Allen, including 2 by Easton Brodzinski, who gets his first 3 goals of the season tonight. And he's completed the hat trick. He's a +3, and he'll be the number 1 star tonight, barring a Grizzlies comeback. Draw won by the Americans around the power play. Maverik over to Orzek, who feeds it to the near corner for Hank Crone. Crone surveys, now slides it back up to Orzek, who feeds it to Maverik left side. Now back to the left corner for McCauley. Back to Crone, who slides to Orzek, who gets to Maverik. Maverik over to McCauley. Allen very patient with their approach on the power play, and they've got great power play formations. McCauley over to Maverik. He fires a shot, and it gets redirected. Januzzi tries to cover up, and he does, as Maverik with a high liner that bounced off the glass and rolled towards the far goal line, and Januzzi was able to cover up before the Americans were able to hack it in. Januzzi takes his helmet off and shakes his hair back and forth. Now he puts his helmet back on. 1:29 left in the Allen power play. The Americans are very creative and very, they really vary up their looks. It's not the same power play look either time, either way. It's really been a crazy game. Allen does a great job with their power play formations, and that's part of why they're so successful. Americans win the draw. They slide it to Orzek. He had 2 goals on Wednesday. Over to Crone near corner. Allen skates from left to right here in the period. Crone feeds it to the middle. It's picked off by Wesley. Grizzlies attack as Cutler gains the line. Cutler over towards Wesley. It slides towards Sinclair. Lets it go to the far corner. Allen comes back the other way. Crone gains the line. Has plenty of momentum. Stops in the right circle as he collides with Mayhew. Outstanding defensive play by Mayhew. As Mayhew gets the puck, gets around Orzek. Grizzlies have to be aggressive here. They have numbers. Wesley crosses center ice. Mayhew exits. Wesley now 3-on-3. Skates down the middle. Righty shot. And a blocker saved by Sinclair. Best save he's made all game, certainly with what's at stake. Wesley feeds to the right side. Is picked up by Crone. He gets to center ice and throws it back to McCauley. Grizzlies make a line change. 4 minutes and counting left in regulation. As there's 35 seconds left in Utah's penalty kill. Allen on the power play. It's 5-3 Americans. As Allen now starts the attack. Provost skates down the middle with speed. Right wing. Now he enters the zone. Provost gets it to the center ice area. Actually, the Americans are in their attack zone. Allen gets it from Sabrango. Now the Americans behind the goal line over to Provost, who swings and misses. Allen clears it. Teixeira clears it out. We get a whistle. As looked like the puck ended about a play. 3:30 left in the third. 9 seconds left in the power play. Draw is going to be in the Grizzlies zone. And this game is really roller coaster. I don't know. It's tough for me to say. Roller coaster with an ED at the end. That's what this game has done. The emotions have just kind of waved back and forth like crazy. And Allen's one on top by 2 goals. Draws in the far circle. Penner hoping to get out of the penalty box in 9 seconds. Allen wins the draw as Crone gets to the far side. Allen saucers it across to Sabrango. Feeds to the high slot for Provost. He'll take a lefty shot. And a blocker saved by Januzzi. Allen gets the rebound. Teixeira delivers a hit. We're back to 5-on-5 skating. Successful penalty kill by the Grizzlies. Fournier around Utah's net. Skates towards the near side. He's now on the right as Teixeira pushes him along the glass. Fournier drives it around the boards. 3 minutes and counting left in the third. It's 5-3 Americans. Fournier delivers a hit on Burke. Now Burke and Fournier push each other. Semick crosses center ice. He'll drive it to the right corner. As he's towards the end of his shift, he'll glide towards the point. Now Semick comes off. Allen with the puck. They move it out towards center ice. Provost at neutral ice near his bench. He'll pitch it towards the Utah blue line. Airborne. Yoon gets it over towards Cutler. Grizzlies enter, but they're offside. 2:37 left in the third. So draw is going to come back to neutral ice. Like we said, we haven't seen Adam Berg since maybe halfway through the game. Hopefully Berg's okay, but the Grizzlies bench a little bit lighter without him. As Cutler will take the draw against Spencer Asachuk, neutral ice. Allen territory. Americans 31 shots to the Grizzlies 30. Easton Brodzinski already with 3 goals, completed the hat trick for Allen. Cole Gallant, 2 goals and 1 assist to lead Utah. Over to the left side, Cutler fires towards the net. Shot, save, rebound, shot is blocked away by Sinclair. That was taken by the new guy, Marcin Kevics. Near goal line, Raby skates towards the far side. He's now in the right circle. Allen pokes it away. We get a whistle. Slashing is going to be the call. Who's it on? I think it's going to be on the Americans, as Raby is trying to fire it in, and Allen slashed him, and it's Eric Williams. Williams gets 2 minutes for slashing, 2:17 left in the third. Januzzi is going to come off for an extra attacker. So it's going to be a 6-on-4 Utah power play with an empty net. Januzzi takes his helmet off as he's going to watch in the tunnel. Burke, Gallant, Stapley, Mayhew, Wesley, and Cutler are the 6 on the ice. Kanasowicz looks like he's not going to use his timeout. Draw's going to be in the near circle. Attendance tonight, 4,993. 49.93 here at Maverik Center. Eric Williams gets 2 minutes for slashing. Allen wins the faceoff. They throw it to the right point. Utah keeps it in. Mayhew over to Wesley on the left side. Now Cutler in the near corner. Cutler back up top for Wesley. Skates towards his right. Drops off for Cutler. Cutler glides to the near circle. Takes a shot. It's blocked by Maverik. Cutler gets it back. He slides to Wesley. Wesley back to Cutler. Cutler skates towards the near dot. Now drops off for Wesley. Left side. Righty shot. Save. Burke looking for the rebound. Maverik, great job boxing him out. Cutler, near side. Throws it across. Bounced off a stick. Stapley gets it off the boards. He's in the right point. Stapley across to Wesley. Wesley gathers it. Shot goes wide. Stapley over to the right. Now bounced across Allen. Will carry it to neutral ice. They'll slide it to center ice. Asachuk fires towards the empty net. And it hits the far post. And stays out. Less than a minute and a half left in the third. As they get to Stapley, who crosses center ice. He enters the zone. 6-on-4. The Allen net is empty. As Allen back towards the far corner. They fire towards the net. Bouncing puck. And it goes wide. And no icing, obviously, as the Americans are shorthanded for the next 52 seconds. Up ahead to Cutler. He gets to center ice. Now he enters the zone. He veers off to the right. Chips to Stapley off the far boards. Cutler gets it back. 1 minute left in the third. As Mayhew over to Burke. Pass behind Burke as he was cutting towards the net. As Burke slides it to the far corner. Stapley gets it off the boards. Stapley feeds it up top for Wesley. Across to Mayhew left side. Mayhew shot is blocked. It goes back to Mayhew. He gets to Wesley high slot. Righty shot. Glove saved by Sinclair. This baby's in the refrigerator with 40 seconds left. Grizzlies make a line change. 23 seconds left in the Allen power play, or the Allen penalty. Grizzlies power play. Utah did score a shorthanded goal, but they have not converted on the power play here tonight. Same teams tomorrow night as some fans are heading for the exits. Utah needs a miracle. They're down by 2 with 40 seconds left. 6-on-4, Utah's net's empty on the right side as we see it from high top section 114. As the draw won by the Grizz. Left point, Teixeira chases after it. As he'll throw it towards the corner, gets stopped about halfway. Allen towards the near board, ships back to center ice. Yoon chases after it. He gets it in the near corner. Less than 25 seconds left. Yoon around his empty net. And so carried across center ice. Allen leads 5-3. Over to Messner, enters with momentum. Messner, right side, takes a shot that goes wide. Now Messner centers it. It's picked off by the Americans, who fire it to neutralize. And Teixeira intercepted it. 10 seconds left. As Grizzlies skate in, but they are offside. Marcin Kivitz in his pro debut just kind of glided to his left, and the timing was messed up. It's going to be an Allen Americans victory. As we mentioned, they've been a much better team on the road. For the Grizzlies, a tough home loss. Januzzi will now be in net with 7 seconds left. 3 very, very different, distinct periods in this game. Allen led 2-0 after 1. Grizzlies scored 3 unanswered in the second period. Allen scores 3 unanswered here in the third. What a crazy game this has been. I don't think I've seen 3 different periods like this all season. As we'll see what happens tomorrow night and what's going to be a rubber match It'll be the Teddy Bear Toss as well as Ugly Sweater Night. Grizzlies wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. Puck goes out to center ice, and that will do it. Americans win 5-3 as Easton Brodzinski scores his first 3 goals of the season. He completed the hat trick on a long-range pass from Stan Demon. Everybody goes to congratulate Mark Sinclair, the Allen goaltender. His record goes to 5-6. In the second period that was dominated by the Grizzlies, Cole Gallant had 2 goals and 1 assist. Tomorrow will be the rubber match. Grizzlies' record falls to 7-11. They are now 7-5 at home. Allen gets their 6th road victory of the year. Allen's record goes to 7-12-1. Hope to see everybody here at Maverik Center tomorrow night for the Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater Night. Bring your ugly sweater and a bunch of teddy bears and throw them on the ice after Utah's first goal. What a crazy 3 periods we had tonight. One was unlike the other. The Americans won the third period 3-0, and they get the victory 5-3, the final score here at Maverik Center. We'll come back and have the post-game report in 30 seconds. Once again, the Allen Americans get 3 goals from Easton Brodzinski and 1 goal and 1 assist from Colby McCauley as they defeat the Utah Grizzlies 5-3. Cole Gallant was Utah's hero with 2 goals and 1 assist. This is the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Gets the victory 5-3. We'll talk with Tim Broussard here in a couple minutes, get his thoughts on things. 3 very different, 3 very distinct periods in this game. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Allen scored 2 goals unanswered in the first period. Easton Brodzinski is first of 3 on the night. He scored 9:36 in with Jordan Ty Fournier, the brother of Stefan Fournier. He had a pretty good game too. Allen led 1-0, and then William Provost scored 15-12 in with Donovan Sabringo getting the assist. Utah did outshoot Allen 11-9 in the first period, but Allen got a 2-0 lead after 1 period. Grizzlies answered back and played outstanding in the middle frame. Cole Gallant got Utah on the board 28 seconds in with Nathan Burke and Brett Stapley getting the assist. And then Messner tied the game as he scored his second shorthanded goal in the last 3 weeks. He scored 12:58 in with Cole Gallant and Corey Thomas getting the assist. Nolan Orzek's stick just broke at exactly the wrong time from the Americans' perspective, and Utah to 2-on-1. Messner called his own number and tied it up. Messner's been outstanding over his last 13 games. Cole Gallant gave Utah a 3-2 lead. He scored 18-12 in with Brett Stapley getting the assist. Utah led 3-2 after 2 periods. 3 unanswered by the Allen Americans in the third. It was a power play goal scored by Colby McCauley, his 8th of the year. Chris Myleri and Hank Crone with the assists. Game winner was scored by Easton Brodzinski, his 2nd of the night. 11:43 into the third, McCauley and Myleri with the assists. And then later on in the third period, not even a minute and a half after Brodzinski gave him a 4-3 lead, Stanislav Demon threw an outlet pass, and Brodzinski, once he caught it, was behind the Grizzlies defense. He skated down the middle with a breakaway, went low, and got it past Januzzi. 13-18 into the third. Kind of interesting, Brodzinski went 14 games without a goal to start the regular season, and he scored 3 tonight to complete the hat trick, 13-18 in. And Grizzlies had some looks there later on in the third period, but Allen outshot them 11-9 in the third, and they get a 5-3 victory. Allen was 1 for 5 on the power play. Utah was 0 for 7. Mark Sinclair gets the win in net. He stopped 30 of 33. Dante Januzzi stopped 26 of 31. His record falls to 1-5. Tim Broussard's been hanging out all game, taking video and things like that. And he joins us now on the post-game show. Tim, 3 very distinctly different periods to this game. The thing had a roller coaster unlike anything I've seen in quite some time.
It was. One team would catch the flow and get the momentum, and then it would quickly transition over to the other team. I thought the worst when we went down 2-0 in the first, and I was like, oh, buckle in, boys. Let's get it done. And we did in the second period. That became our money period, and then the third period was a free for all. But we ended up on the short end of the stick on that one.
One forward line that really played well: Nathan Burke, Cole Gallant, and Brett Stapley, in particular, in that second period where they contributed to all 3 goals.
Burke and Stapley, the chemistry, and you could see him talking on the bench. I got to film part of almost the entire second from behind the bench, and watching the interactivity and talking away from the play and how active all the players were, and getting direction from Christian Horn and Coach Kanaswich and what they were doing, and they were talking about it the whole time. Even if they weren't on the ice, they were mentally involved in the play. I think that was probably contributed to their success.
That goal that tied it up that McCauley scored, it was one of those, it was kind of a high shot. I think it was taken by Maverik in the high slot. It kind of was high, and Januzzi was trying to locate it. It was at his ankle, and McCauley was able to spot it before he was and slide it in.
We had some big problems controlling what was happening in front of our own net. And at some point, our defense didn't push out the body versus trying to play the puck, and it's bouncing around, and Januzzi's trying to move one way or the other and track and locate it, and he's got to do it through this sea of humanity and legs and gear and equipment, and couldn't pick it up and wasn't able to clear it. At that point, you move away from playing the puck, and you get a body, and you just push the body out of the way. And I think we did a poor job of that, and that left some room for improvement where you actually just play away from the puck and move a body. I think a lot of the American success, whether they scored or not, a significant amount of their pressure and their shots that they were generating on Januzzi was due to that fact.
It seemed like the kind of game where that real estate out in front made the difference. I mean, there was a lot of battles, in particular in that second period, out in front of the net.
As a goalie, you get really frustrated when you start seeing the other team's leg socks getting into your own crease, and that's where you tap your defenseman on the butt. Look, I'm going to clear them, or you're going to clear them, or I'm going to clear them, or I'm going to clear you. One of the 3 things are going to happen here, and I didn't see that culminate, which was unfortunate.
Anything else stand out to you tonight, except for the game? Just 3 very different periods.
The reads that the Allen Americans had on our offensive passing was uncanny in the first. And then whatever adjustments Coach Kanaswich made in the second, there was like a fake read and then going out to your number 2 guy immediately. And lo and behold, we were having success. And then in the third, they went back to where I think we got a little bit predictable with the passing, which means that it left the opportunity for the Allen Americans defense to step up on the play, their wings to step up in those passing lanes. And then we had to go to a number 2 and number 3 option. By that time, the play had already disseminated or dissipated, or that initial transitional rush into the offensive zone, that opportunity was gone. And then we were going into our second and third option.
Rubber match on Saturday night, really where I think the Allen Americans are at their best when they get on the power play, and they really vary up their looks quite a bit. We kind of saw a square, kind of like a box and one during one point. There was other power plays that looked very distinctly different. I think Chad Costello does an outstanding job designing those power plays, and that's part of why they're so good year in and year out.
Very, very methodical. There's a method to the madness. It's a lot of show. I'm going to show a lot of passing on the right, active passing on the right, and the whole time they're trying to set up a guy left on a one-timer. And they were getting the looks even though they weren't able to connect on some of those passes. Our power play, 0 for 6. I think we need to do a better job in getting active like they were. We didn't have that successful passing when it mattered, that purposeful passing. Okay, you've moved it around the point, you moved it around the horn. Now it's time to get it into the slot in the middle, and that's where it was going off body parts. So shot was wide and going around, or it was finding itself onto an Allen American stick one way or the other, and then out of the zone. And then we were playing chase. So unfortunate, but I think we need to do a much better job if we're going to win, the Weber match tomorrow night.
Well, it's going to be an interesting one. Who knows if it's going to be Mark Sinclair or Chase Perry in net? We do know that It's probably going to be Januzzi, as the backup was Jay Stevens. I did a podcast with him in the summer, but obviously it'd be a very interesting story if he ended up getting in a game. Januzzi's probably going to go tomorrow, and it's a big one for the Grizzlies. They got a 5-game road trip coming up after tonight. We know Allen's been a good team on the road, but for the Grizzlies, especially against a team like Allen, who's without as many solid forwards and defensemen as they're with. I think they probably got 8 or 9 guys that are out due to injury. This is the type of game on Saturday where, you're going to have to find a way to get 2 points and get a series victory.
We're going to have to find a way to capitalize on our opportunities. Going up 9 shots in the first and then not having anything to show for it. We need a couple shooters, a couple finish, a little bit more finish, a little bit less Swedish. but we've got to have guys who can put it in the back of the net. And yeah, I know it's old, the cliche. Well, yeah, of course you got to do that. I'm like, no, we got a lot of guys that can pass it and can dish it and can get into the zone. But once we do that, we seem a little bit tepid or maybe unsure. We're looking for somebody cutting, or at least in this game, the way that the Allen Americans were playing a push defense, it seemed like we were waiting for that opportunity, and it just didn't materialize at the time that we wanted it to.
3 stars of the game, Cole Gallant with 2 goals and 1 assist, the 3rd star for the Grizzlies. 2nd star, Colby McCauley, 1 goal, 1 assist. He was a +1 and had 5 shots. Number 1 star, Easton Brodzinski with 3 goals. He was a +3 and had 4 shots. So 3 of his 4 shots found the back of the net, and he's the number 1 star tonight. Tomorrow's going to be a ton of fun. Teddy bear toss, ugly sweaters. I've not picked up my ugly sweater as of yet. I may have to do some shopping and find something that's very ugly and very cheap to wear tomorrow.
The fan sites were asking, what size are you? And so we're kind of going with the large XL kind of.
Yeah, XL.
XL.
Sadly.
Okay.
We're trying to become a large, but you know what? Damn it, we're still XL.
I'll confirm that on the site. Tyson says he's an XL, so we're going to go with that.
Although I have been misquoted already earlier this week on Facebook once, so hey, why not a second one?
I just want the Ryan Knasowicz classic, the chilling with my snowmies.
Yeah,
that's the one I want to find.
Somebody's got to wear that. And by the way, I never said that Garrett Metcalf was out for the year. That was just to clarify that. Just you get misquoted every now and then.
That's funny.
It is what it is. This whole night just kind of strange vibes to it here at Maverik Center, but I got a feeling there's going to be some positive vibes tomorrow night. Bring some teddy bears to throw on the ice after Utah's first goal. They had more than 2,200 last year, which was a team record. I got a feeling they're going to break that mark this year. Who's it going to be? Who knows? That it's kind of a double. The guy that gets the first goal obviously gets the teddy bear toss goal, but he's also the Optum first goal of the game scorer.
Double dinger.
That's right. 2 for the price of 1. It was Cole Gallant that got Utah's first goal tonight, and boy, he was outstanding tonight. And we'll see if that'll carry over into tomorrow night's rubber match. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. Have a lot of good rivalries here in this league. Me and the English language had a pretty good one here tonight. It's just kind of an odd one here funny. This evening. But we're going to come back here and have a lot of fun and enjoy some hockey. And the fun thing about tonight's game, there's a lot more spirit to it, especially the final 2 periods. That's kind of typical of what you see in a Grizzlies Allen Americans game. Which is what,
a divisional foe, not necessarily us, but Allen Americans usually one of the higher teams when it comes to penalty minutes.
Yeah.
And you would expect that. I think that we shied away from the contact a little bit, the roughing or fighting with Wesley earlier. I expected them to go the full tilt, and I think I feel cheated out of that just a little bit. But
you're hoping for another fight to kind of match it out.
I was hoping for something to level up, but at least the physical play continued on from that point, and it wasn't like we're a one and done. So I was happy to see us respond to the Allen game plan or tendency to get physical, and we were just as physical back.
Well, I'll wrap things up here from Maverik Center. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, not necessarily the final outcome. Once again, in 2 hours and 28 minutes and in front of a crowd of 4,993, the Allen Americans got 3 goals from Easton Brodzinski as they defeat the Utah Grizzlies, who had 2 goals and 1 assist from Cole Gallant. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, but we want to see you here at Maverik Center. 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. For Tim Broussard, I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is.